What is going on, everybody? Happy Saturday to you all. Thank you for being here and tuning in once again. This is Know the Ledge, and I am your man, Ron. What is happening to you guys? Hey, what I want to know. So, if you guys look outside, and especially the New York area, you'll notice that it looks beautiful outside. It's it's not gonna be super warm, but hey, high of 42, it's 37 right now, but at least it's sunny, you know what I mean? Stop seeing this gloomy, rainy weather. So, gotta enjoy it for what it is, you know what I mean? 'Cause, yeah, it's been kinda down in the dumps lately, but that's alright. As long the weather might not have been the greatest, but our Knicks have been fantastic, so it evens out. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, supporting the show as always. Salute to you all. Man, Nick fandom is great right now. Everybody's on cloud nine, man. There's a lot of happy faces, a lot of smiles. You know what I mean? I feel like if I walk down the street and see a fellow Nick fan, they're gonna give me the nod. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. It's a fun time. Haven't felt this way in a while. And I know there's a lot of young Nick fans that definitely haven't felt like this since they've been Nick fans. So salute to y'all, man. I'm happy for y'all to be able to see the Knicks winning games, looking like a good team, confident in themselves, have a chance at getting better and possibly, contending this year. And hopefully it just keeps going, man. So I'm happy. I'm happy not only for y'all, I'm happy for myself. I'm happy for the Knicks in general. It's just a good time. So hopefully, like I said, you don't want to look too far ahead, but you understand that there's, some good times ahead. So you got to keep pushing along, keep supporting, keep believing. But who knows? Let me see here. Oh man, shout out to the chat. Walter Blackman is in the building. Appreciate you. Uh Good morning, Ron and panel. Double A is there. Good day, good people of Still Nick fandom. My favorite baritone host, Don Ron. Blessed time to be a Nick fan finally. All right, I hear you. Good to see you, brother. Eddie Effins in the building. Um, Appreciate you. Big task at hand is here. Salute. Kareem Grant is in the building. What's going on, twin? Salute. Um, Let me see. Louisiana Knicks is in the building. Appreciate you. Travel Vibes is here. Salute. Billy Goat in the building. What's good? Just Knicks is here. Salute. E. Gibson is here. Salute. Uh Knicks are listing OG Anunoby as questionable with right elbow inflammation. Quentin Grimes is out due to sprained right knee. Yeah, I was trying to see the updated injury report last night. It basically said the same thing. I don't know, man. They could really use OG today, but if OG ain't right, if he still needs a little more time, I'd rather take the more time. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna need OG. OG has been injury prone in the past, so it'd be much better to get him as close to 100% as possible because they definitely gonna need him, especially with Randle being down for at least 2 to 3 weeks, if not a little bit more, because he has to get evaluated in 2 to 3 weeks, and then we'll see. Shout out to Dwayne Dennis. Appreciate you. What's good? Wonder Woman is in the building. Salute. What's good? D Nice is here. Salute. New Nick City and Squad. Yeah. What's good? He said salute to the chat and mods. 10 in a row, going for 14 in a row. So you already calling 10 in a row tonight. You saying it's in the cards. It's done. Mega NYK. What's good, my brother? Appreciate you. Good to see you, Mega. Let's see. Building Blocks is in the building. Salute. Keith Turner's in the building. What's good? Double A says, I'm cleaning my swimming pool in Nick shorts. It's beautiful here. Florida is beautiful. Brennan here, 23. Oh, been here 23 years. Damn. Wow. You enjoy that, Double A. I'm a little envious. I ain't gonna lie. Fly God the third, aka C_Mac is in the building. He says salute, but we got to change Precious name. Precious is a beast is an oxymoron. Yeah, you see where I was going. Hey, let's see here. Jammin' Jet is in the building. Salute, Jammin'. What's good? Bricks Nation is here. Salute. What's good? What else? Who else we got here? Wiz, BK, LA in the building. What's good? Salmon on deck. It's Saturday Salmon Days. Let's go. Rocking you, rocking you, rocking you. Club Wiz in the building. You know what? It's good. If I'm not in the building, the show might be a little weird. Appreciate you, Eddie. Glamour Knicks in the building. Salute. How y'all doing out there in them I guess it's I don't know. I was gonna say hot Texas, but it really ain't hot lately. But I guess it's probably got back to normal. But that's the stomping ground. You gotta be what it gotta be. uh let's see. My guy Delano Steele Jr. is in the building. Salute. What's good, DSJ? Always good to see you. G Robinson is here. Salute, G Robinson. Yeah, actually, G, I think that's a real thing. I think we're looking in the right direction. That from what all I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit more, but it sounds like it was promising and things came out of the meet and greet pretty good. So we'll go with that. At least apparently what they're saying. Sha Powers is in the building. What's good? Salute, Sha. One half of the Knicks Real Talk crew, my guys Sha Powers and Divine. Please support, show them some love, man. As always, really positive Nick talk, man. It makes you feel good, gets you right for the game. Knicks will be 2026 NBA champs is in the building. What's good? Yeah, Stephen A. Smith is trying to distract Knicks fans with his LeBron to New York takes. Like the whole thing is orchestrated, guys. I don't know what it is. Y'all want to buy into it. I'm not, as you can see, I did not put it on the thumbnail of the show because I don't care to talk about it. I don't believe in it. I don't think I should be giving it any energy. I don't think you guys, as fellow Knicks fans, should be giving it any energy. We've given LeBron James energy 2 times in our Knicks fandom. You know what I mean? Both times we thought it made sense, and both times he spurned us. Why would we do this again? And there's no teeth to it. You know what I mean? It's not like LeBron James came out and said, I want to be traded and I want to be traded to the Knicks. Or somebody from LeBron's camp came out and said, LeBron wants to be traded and it looks like the Knicks is where he wants to go. No one said that. Stephen A. Smith just threw something out there because he wants to create headlines and he wants to capitalize on the hotness that is the New York Knicks right now. Stephen A. Smith is the worst type of person to me. I know it's for clicks and all that stuff, but it's like he's a parasite. He's a leech. You know what I mean? I can't stand Stephen A. Smith. Shout out to you, Stephen A., if you're watching this. I can't stand you because I don't believe in your fandom. I don't believe you're a Knicks fan. I don't trust what you say. Everything you've told us as fans watching you for insight has been incorrect. So I don't know. It's like, like the help desk, that joke about the help desk in the IT department, hey, welcome to calling the help desk. How can I not help you today? That's how I feel when I listen to Stephen A. Smith and all his, fake news that he says and his incorrect stuff that he puts out there. And you know what I mean? Like there's so much I can point to, but I don't want to point to it because once again, I don't want to give Stephen A. Smith any life. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve my respect. He doesn't deserve my time. And he really doesn't deserve my breath, but I'm giving it to him anyway. You know what I mean? But nah, sorry, Stephen A. I'm not rocking with you. You can keep those narratives for your little, sheep followers that listen to whatever you want to say and believe whatever's coming out your mouth. But I'm good. Deuces. Anyway, Sha Powers, I appreciate you, my brother, as always. Keith Turner, I appreciate you. Where was I? Sherwin. Salute, Sherwin. Appreciate you, my brother. Good to see you as always. My guy, Gideon Amankwa in the building. G Money. What's good? Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Y'all got to see that. I haven't seen that movie in a minute, but that was a fun part for me. Anyway, shout out to NYC BBall 08. Appreciate you. What's good? He said, "Sup, Ron? Chat 10 in a row coming. Let's go, Knicks." Appreciate you. Thank you for the generous super chat, my brother. Yeah, man, I'm right with you. I'm feeling really excited. Tonight's game could be tough, because we don't know what's going to happen. Maybe LeBron and Anthony Davis both play. And I got to be honest, I love what I saw from the Knicks when they played Indiana the other day, shorthanded, but they had to work really hard to get that victory. And I'm not saying they can't do it again, but it's a little different if they have to go up against LeBron James and Anthony Davis and the refs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. But I still feel confident that they can do what they got to do to get this victory. I hope OG is available. But if he's not, he's not. We know Grimes won't be, and obviously we know Julius won't be. So they're going to be shorthanded again. They got to figure it out. They got to do what they got to do. And maybe somebody else can step up and add some points, make the job a little easier for Brunson and for Divicenzo, who have been our top scorers recently. So we'll see. Did I already say what's up to Building Blocks? I don't know, but if I did, Building Blocks, salute to you once again, brother. Who else we got here? LOS is in the building one time. Salute to you. He says, is OG and Grimes playing tonight? No. Grimes is definitely not playing. He's going to be out for a little bit. OG is questionable, so he could play. Don't know. Shout out to my guy 713 Gamer. I can't call it. What's good, Flame? Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for the generous super chat. I appreciate you as always, my brother. Don't hurt him out there, man. Don't hurt him. Yeah, no, I know, Mega. He's an entertainer meant to entertain. The problem is some people don't look at it just as entertainment. They look at things as fact. Everything's factual that he says, and we got to rock with that. This might be a possibility. How would we look doing this? What can we expect? Like, I don't want to do that with Stephen A. Smith. Just not worth it. It's just not worth it. He already, like, I'm a real Knick fan. You know what I mean? Like, when I see my team struggling and my team is trash, I'm upset. When my team is doing good, I'm hype. And when we're in the middle trying to find our way and there's pieces or acquisitions that we can make, I'm excited. I'm like, what can we do? How can we make this happen? And when I got a guy like Stephen A. Smith that comes out and says, oh, the Knicks are going to get this guy, the Knicks are going to get that. I've heard, according to my source, it's 96% chance that, you know what a 96% chance is? You know what the high probability of that is? That's pretty damn good to me, right? And then you come out and you hear that the person who was the 96% chance of coming to the Knicks never ever considered the Knicks, never even thought about the Knicks. How is it even a 96% chance? I would have been better off if you told me there's a 1% chance. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Doesn't make any sense. And that's just one example. I got more. I just don't want to bring them up because, like I said, I don't care. I moved on. This is years of me not liking Stephen A. Smith. This didn't happen overnight. So he's built up a nice little cachet for my hate. But that's all it is, man. I just don't want. It's okay. You can say whatever the hell you want. I was talking about on the wrap up yesterday with Eru on the front stoop. Check it out if you haven't already checked it out. That's the front stoop. Just type in the front stoop on YouTube and type in hip hop, and it'll pop up. You'll see Simeon Russell's other channel, the front stoop. And on that show, I mentioned that G Herbo, if you guys know about hip hop, G Herbo is a young rapper. His next album is going to be called Greatest Rapper Alive. I'll let you go into how you feel about that. But that's entertainment to me. You know what I mean? I look at that as entertainment. So let me get off of that. Glaminick says, facts, Ron. Stephen A. Smith and the rest of the Cavs just want attention. They don't even watch the Knicks. They definitely don't, unless we play in Miami or LA when they can go to a nice warm climate and sit back, sip their pina coladas and try to see if they can finesse people on the beach or something. I don't know. I ain't rocking with that dude. Delano says, Ron at Still Knick Fans will be the Wednesday through Friday co-host of ESPN First Take to sit alongside Molly Karam and his friend Stephen A. Don't put me on that show. Don't put me there. No. Mm-mm. I want to, when it comes to stuff like that, I wish they would give Nick content creators a shot to really go on these shows and tell these guys what we think about them, or at least what we feel about their content and how it affects our community in real life, in real time. You know what I mean? I will give props and shout out to CP, the franchise, you know, um, Knicks Fans TV, because he actually had a shot to do that with Max Kellerman, and I think he did a great job with Max. He put Max in his place, and I think all Knicks fans really appreciated it. So shout out to you once again, CP, for doing that. That was a great job by you, and definitely appreciate it. I wish more of us had that type of opportunity, that chance to sit across from somebody like a Stephen A. Smith and let him know about how we feel his fandom is, because he's the worst type of fan in my opinion. Don't even call yourself a fan. Just say you're an entertainment. There's people who talk about the Knicks that are entertainers that aren't Knicks fans, and they say whatever they want. Richard Jefferson, for example. But I can respect Richard Jefferson because I know he don't like the Knicks. You know what I mean? But when I have to hear stuff from Stephen A. Smith, who's a Knicks fan, I'm good. Anyway, Tarnell Nettingham in the building. Salute, Tarnell. Appreciate you. What's good? Hope you're doing well. A couple more, and let me get to the regularly scheduled programming. Frank Matos used to call him Sasso in the buildings. He said, "Salute, Ron. What's the trade we are making after the meeting yesterday? Knicks will be in second after tonight, and Tibbs will coach the Stars, the All Stars. That's dope." Somebody said that might happen because of the weird stuff that's going on with the current coaching situation for the All Star game. So that's pretty dope. Tibbs deserves something like that. You know what I mean? Like, he's a lifer. Whether you respect him or not, I mean, whether you like him or not, you should respect him, is what I'm going to say. All right, let me get through. D Nice, salute. Appreciate you. Mets 2128 is in the building. Salute, Mets. What's good? Okay. Margaret Edwards is here. Salute, Margaret. Hope you're doing well on this fine Saturday. Eddie F says, why not do a weekly special now, trashing ESPN for jumping on Knicks for clicks versus all their smack against us until next week? You know what it is, Eddie? My whole thing is, like, I would love to, once again, like, I feel like I would be creating something that I don't want to put energy and time into. You know what I mean? I could do that, and maybe if I do it continuously, that puts me on the map a little bit more. People start to tune into my channel, and it does something for me, right? But I just don't want to give them the energy. I don't want to, like, I don't want to put him on a pedestal any more than he already is. Like, I'm nobody. I'm Ron, host of Still Nick Fans, basically doing this for free, um, and just, being here because I love talking about the Knicks, and I love, it's my team, and I want to be here and rock with the rest of y'all. You know what I mean? Stephen A. Smith is a millionaire. You know what I mean? He got money. He's doing what he loves. He's got the fans. He's got the people tuned into him. He's got the national notoriety. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. I don't want to kind of go back and forth with somebody like that. Just doesn't really do. Plus, my whole thing's I don't watch BSPN, because that's what I said. BSPN. I don't watch that, and I don't really watch or listen to a lot of it. If I find out something, it's because I see some clip on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, or somebody sends something to me. I really don't know what be going on, so I don't want to kind of get into a whole thing going back and forth with them over there, because I'm a little guy on the totem pole, and really I'm not doing it for that. But I hear you though. Someone should, I guess, because, man, it'd be nice if we got a little bit more favoritism with the journalism, some more respect as a basketball team, and you know, uh, less bandwagon stuff that they do. But it's life, bro. But I hear you though. I appreciate you, Eddie. All right. Okay. Let's get to it. Shout out to Craig. What's good, Craig? Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, as always, for rocking with us. And shout out to Kerry Cox once again, man. Appreciate you, Kerry. Always a big supporter, man. All right. So, let me see here. I don't think I was able to do that. Yeah, I don't think I was able to do it, but I'm gonna try to do it after a while. It is what it is. So anyway, guys, I don't know if you have tuned in or seen. Uh, Sherwin says, "Ron, come up off my Caribbean brother and ease up off Mr. Smith." No way, brother. No way. Mr. Smith is you know, I don't know what he is, man. I don't know. But hey, listen, he's doing what he does and he does it well. You know, because we're all talking about it. That's the plan. BSPN is a franchise. They're a huge entity. They're a media conglomerate because they know what it takes to get the people talking. Stephen A is one of the best at it. Yes, please hit that like button, y'all. You know what I mean? Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And listen, if some of y'all don't know what it looks like, because I know sometimes it gets crazy out there. You know what I mean? You'd be looking for that like button. Like, where's that like button? What did it look like? This is what it looks like right here. Please hit that. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so what I was gonna say is, guys, so I don't know if you've seen this. It's been out for maybe like 2-3 weeks, something like that. I know it's made its rounds. A lot of people have seen it. A lot of you know, big wigs in MSG, Nick Faithful have seen it. They've commented on it, showed love. Our very own Jay Boogie has commented on it. He's seen it and showed love. Um, there is a MC out there named Little D, who has done a like a little Nick anthem, right? He's even working on. I think he just did a part 2 of it, but you know, I haven't seen that yet. But he's done like a Nick anthem, and it's pretty dope. And it's been kind of running around the social media circles. So wanted to shout out Lil D. Appreciate you. Would love to have you on the NBA wrap up. Well, technically, it's just the wrap up show now for the hip hop side. Would love to have you on that. Really talk about your journey and you know, your legs in hip hop and you know how you got here and what you got going on. So if you're watching this, please, man, you know, hit me up. All right, let's take a look at this real quick. If y'all haven't already seen it, and if you have seen it, let's watch it again. Either way.
I'm a OG like Ananobi, you know me. Blow out your candles like Randle. These other teams phony. They son, you and vibe in my Puma Clyde. Surprise, do or die. I drop a deuce like Miles McBride. I'm a OG like Ananobi, you know me. Blow out your candles like Randle. These other teams.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. That's fire. Great job by Lil D. Appreciate you, man, for that. That's really dope. Really like that. So you know, please, if y'all haven't you know, heard about him or haven't checked him out, check him out on Instagram, Lil D. It's Lil LILDEE underscore raps RAPS. Lil D underscore raps on Instagram. Uh, yeah, man, he's been doing it for a minute, but he decided to do a little Nick anthem, so it's pretty dope. Shout out to him. Oh, wow, man. So much going on today, man. We got these Lakers coming in the building. It's an 8:30 start tonight. Maybe 8:40. I don't know how that whole thing works, but definitely they said 8:30 around there. So I'm really excited about it. I want these Knicks to go out there and make it's not a statement game, but it would really coincidentally, because you know that's why Stephen A did it, because the Lakers are coming into town. It would be great to just shut up, you know, the Lakers and all this BS and just win and beat them and let's just show, you know, we don't need LeBron James. You know, we beat LeBron James. You know, that's the point. So that would be dope. All right, I think I'm good to go, guys. I think I'm ready to chop it up and let's get it going. Yeah, you be waiting forever for that, B. Yeah, I don't got no rhymes. I don't got no that's not my thing. I listen, I can tell you what's hot. Nah, man. I know, Keith. I'm telling you that he's the Lil D is dope. He's nice. And he does a really good job. Listen, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's go. That's right. Going crazy in this medium hoodie. There. George Jones in the building. Salute. What's good? Appreciate you. Andre Jackson is in the building. Salute. What's good, my brother? Craig says, Ron, you saw the tweet from LeBron today questioning and calling it fishy that Trae Young did not make the All-Star team, etc. Why he didn't tweet about Brunson getting snubbed last season. Once again, let me tell you something, Craig. You are smart. This is why I don't care about. See, this is why I wish Knicks fans would pay closer attention to what goes on around them. Pay a closer attention to these dudes and how they act when it comes to your team. So I personally don't. I don't want to talk about this, but you got me into it anyway. I personally don't want LeBron James here for numerous reasons, right? I went on my little rant yesterday. I talked about it. I typed it into the Queen's Dope Soul Sports Talk last night. Personally, I don't want him here because I think that he's spurned us a couple times. He, left us holding the bag in our own backyard in Connecticut when he said he's taking his talents to South Beach. All the hoopla had his little Nick tour going on, his New York tour, wearing Yankee hats and all that stuff, making the city think like he wanted to be here. And he pieced out on us. Okay, it's all right. It's cool. I understand you had a chance to go play with one of your best friends, put a big three together in beautiful Miami. You took it. I was pissed off. It took me a while to get through it, but you know what? I was okay after a while. And then when he decided to win his games in Miami and leave and go to Cleveland with that team that he had over there and win a championship with them and bring that to that city, I started to respect LeBron again. I'm like, okay, I can rock with him. He's all right. I'm not, not a big fan, but I could rock with him, right? Then we find out when he's going to come to the Lakers. Before, he was strongly considering the Knicks. Okay. Thanks. Thank you. There's no need to tell us that, right? Because you didn't come here. You spurned us twice. Why even say it? You know why? Because he wants to be endeared. He wants to be loved by everybody, even if he doesn't respect you enough to consider really going to your team and being a part of what we got going on in the Mecca in Madison Square Garden. This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to these superstar players. They always want to use New York as a bargaining chip to up the money or to get a higher profile in what's going on, but they're not really ready to come here. You know what I mean? Because they know when you come to New York, it's put up a shut up time and the media and the scrutiny is going to be on you. You might say, well, LeBron James, I mean, of course, media scrutiny he's been dealing with since it's different in New York. And he knows that if he comes here, the expectation is that we're winning because you're a winner. So if you come to New York, we're winning, right? That's different. You know what I mean? It's different. That's why Kevin Durant couldn't take it. That's why he was following instead of Kevin Durant saying, well, I'm gonna pick the team that works for me. And if anybody else wants to join me, no. What he did was, yeah, I want to play with Kyrie. And Kyrie wants to be in the New York area. So I'm gonna go with Kyrie where he want to be. I don't mind. But apparently, he didn't want to come to the Knicks because the Knicks ain't sexy. Okay. Is Phoenix sexy? Is Brooklyn sexy with all them championships you won at Brook? Oh, you didn't win a championship there. Right. My fault. So anyway, those are the type of things that happen. And then you look at his burner account, look at the fact that he couldn't beat the Warriors, so he decided to join them. I'm talking about Durant, that is. Then he got the burner account saying a whole bunch of slick stuff about whoever he wants to, thinking he can get away with it until we find out, right? And then with LeBron stays saying slick stuff about the Knicks and what we got going on over here. When we drafted Porzingis, he didn't really say too much about it. He kept quiet on it because he knew Porzingis was a baller, right? But when we drafted Ntilikina, what did he say? Oh, Knicks should have drafted Dennis Smith Jr. He's a baller. He's a bucket. All right. What has Dennis Smith Jr. done in the NBA? What has he become? Right. Ntilikina hasn't become anything either, but what has Dennis Smith Jr. become? Right. And then right after he made those comments, when the Knicks actually played LeBron, you remember that Ntilikina got in that I can't say that. He got busy, you know what I mean, on the defensive end and was in LeBron's face, challenging him because he challenged Ntilikina. Because Ntilikina, at least say what you will about his game, his actual offensive ability and stuff like that. The kid had heart. He had heart and he could play defense. It was what it was. It wasn't a good pick. Yes, we lost out. There's a bunch of other guys we could have had better than Dennis Smith Jr. for that, but it is what it is. My whole point is we look at these guys and instead of just look at them as the villain and wanting to beat them, no, we want them to join us. What are we doing here? You kidding me? If I play, like, I'm not one of those dudes, but if I play professional basketball or competitive basketball and I have a nemesis that I go up against, I'm trying to beat that dude every single chance I get. If my coach is like, "Oh, yo, we're so close. We could really win the state championship. Why don't we get this guy might be free? Let's bring him up." I know. I don't want to bring him over. I want to beat his face in. What? No, I don't want to win with him. I like beating on him. What are you kidding me? All right, I'm done. Okay, whatever. It's just me. I'm sorry. Okay. Whew. Man, you guys got me on one step. Don't let me talk about Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, or LeBron James. Just keep them away from me, man. Shout out to Animal Lex. Appreciate you. Shout out to my guy Jigga Man Porto in the building. Salute. What's good? Michael Dollar is in the building. Salute, Michael. I don't know if this might be your first time in the chat. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for jumping in the chat and supporting the show. Hopefully you like it. Mega said Ron don't got rhymes. He got a mild case of arthritis. Been gay all day. Facts. I see how you rhymed that, by the way. I see you, Mega. Yeah, man. Shout out to my guy Jigga Man Portal once again. Salute to the whole Morning Brew Sports crew. Morning Brew Sports crew. Biggest growing channel in the Knick community, man. Keep doing your thing, guys, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Phil, Hector, Jerry, and let's not forget my guy who does not sleep, Eddie Presti. Jesus, Eddie. This guy, man, he needs something. He might be drinking coffee all night. I don't know how he does it. My guy Jarvis LaFleur is in the building. Salute, Jarvis. Appreciate you. Thank you as always, my brother. Lion of Judah is in the building. Shalom, my brother. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing good. Nick of Time, show my guy Jay Ellis. He says, "I'm with you, Ron." I appreciate you, bro. I'm good on him, bro. I am good on him. Illmatic is in the building. Salute. Felix Pizarro is in the building. Salute. What's good? My guy Boulevard the Bully is in the building. What's good? One half of the 718 boys. Sundays at 10 a.m. on the Blorange Tears network with my guy Corey Lee. Appreciate you. Ruggs New York. Ruggs 89 New York is in the building. Yeah, facts. We are not in the business of saving LeBron or the Lakers. Okay, let me put this link out there. Let's get this thing going. I appreciate all y'all, man. On Dios NYK is in the building. Salute. E. Gibson is here. Salute. Appreciate you, brother. I don't know. I feel like I see your name already, but if I did, you deserve the shout out twice. Vince Ruiz is in the building. He said, "Ron, what up? The point is Laqueef, KD, all them suckers didn't have the heart to come here. You know who did? Melo and Brunson. Facts. Melo, Brunson, and Julius. Let's not forget. We say a lot of things about Julius, but he was one of the first to come here, knowing how we was looking. Man, we was out here rocking with Cle Anthony. God, I'm sorry, Cle Anthony. My bad, brother. I hate bringing you up, but you know what you was." I stay bringing up Cle Anthony early when I talk about our trash Knicks, man. My fault. Cle Anthony had game, man. I actually like Cle Anthony. I was looking forward to him balling for us, man. And then he had that unfortunate incident where he got shot in the nightclub. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's never been the same, Things happen. Uncle Rose is in the building. Megs, what's good, my brother? Appreciate you. Okay, let me put the link out there. My bad. I'm doing it. My fault. All right. Keyshawn is in the building. Salute. What's good? Long Island Sound is in the building. Salute. Appreciate you. All right, so let me do this. Let me hit the intro. We'll come back. We'll chop it up. If anybody wants to join the show, by all means, the link is there, and we will get it cracking. We'll be back right after this. Oh, that's for Wiz. My fault. Sorry. My bad. Gave you a little extra. That's what you get, Wiz. Anyway, let me get my guys in here. Salute, Mets. What's good?
Put Ron.
Appreciate you. Salute, Double A. What's popping?
What's up? Do you see my boy Wiz got jokes early this morning?
Yeah, I know.
Called you John Travolta wannabe. You didn't see that one?
No, I missed that. That's funny.
Yeah. He said, good morning, John Travolta wannabe. I didn't know if you caught that.
Oh, look at this guy.
What's up, Mets?
Well,
How
I'm
you
in a bit
doing?
of a down mood
How you
after what happened last night.
What happened last night, Mets? What I miss?
If you watch SmackDown, you'd know.
I got you.
So I don't watch wrestling anymore. But I heard what I heard about that.
Oh, you wanted Cody to face Roman Reigns?
Yeah, at this point, what they're doing is a twofold way to limit damage control, both to the cover-ups of what's going on with the allegations against Vince and for injuries. Because that's what this is to me, just a dumb way to limit damage control on both fronts.
Yeah, well, they got to do what they got to do, man.
But I ripped the nostalgia glasses off. I don't give a rat's tail for The Rock anymore.
What? So you saying you don't smell what The Rock is cooking?
I don't care for the guy anymore. I mean, I hated this as worst case scenario for WrestleMania. I didn't want this at WrestleMania, and yet we're getting it anyway to push the goalposts back on Cody's story for another year. Screw that.
So for those who,
I think they're gonna put him up against Rollins, though, Mets.
I know that's what they're doing, but again, it's damage control limitations at this point.
So, for those who don't know what's going on, and I barely know what's going on, to be honest. Like I said, I don't watch, but I do see clips of different things, and I definitely know that this has got the wrestling fans in an uproar. The gentleman Cody has a great story. You know what I mean? And he the thing, we already know how wrestling is, right? But wrestling does have a story, right? And it kind of keeps things in line with the story, and it builds on the story, and things develop. And Corey's story is apparently supposed to be reaching its peak, the pinnacle, and they have done a U-turn or kind of delayed it, and it's really thrown the fans in a frenzy.
Yeah,
The Rock has been brought back into the mix. Roman Reigns is out there. Yeah, exactly.
Last year.
You did
lose last year.
And this is all what, Triple H?
No, that was Vince last year.
That was Vince.
The directors are pushing this on the trips.
Well, didn't the two wrestling franchises merge, right?
No, it was TKO and Endeavor. TKO owns UFC, which is mixed martial arts.
Well, hey man, listen, there's a lot going on, bro. I know it's got people hot, but like I said, I'm sorry, I don't watch anymore, so I don't really know. But back in the day, I know I would have been hot too because I used to watch. But
getting to the game, what you were talking about, Ron. You notice they reported Troy my man does a good job on the recap. What Troy reported that I guess Leon Rose had the meeting with Rich Paul. They had the meeting, and he said it was very productive. So it's brought a lot of possibilities to the table now, you know. And for me, it's just a way, the same way with LeBron James putting that hourglass on, text message in the hourglass and all this stuff. Stephen A, reporting all this Knicks stuff, whatever. Even this meeting, you know what it is? It's just them using us to force LA to trade for Murray. Because if you look at it, what they're doing, Rich Paul is doing is saying, look, we're friends with the Knicks again. So if you don't up your ante, we can possibility he can go to the Knicks, right? When there's no intent whatsoever not to deny LeBron. Rich Paul is not going to let Murray sign with the Knicks if there's still a possibility of him going to the Lakers to his buddy LeBron. And I'm tired of them using the Knicks. To me, with Donte Divicenzo playing the way he is, because I'm telling you, man, I was one of the ones on the Murray to the Knicks gravy train. I was on that train hard, man. I wanted Murray last year. I always wanted Durante Murray. But the way that Donte DiVincenzo is playing and the way we have to look out for our salary cap coming next year, man, we still got to sign OG. We better sign Isaiah Hartenstein. Okay? So we ain't got room for another big salary player, man. And we damn sure can't pit, we got to take some of that money off our role players and put it in our starting lineup.
Yeah, namely getting rid of the Fournier contract.
Exactly, Matt.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Going into tonight, I've got a question. What's OG status? Is the elbow still too inflamed where he can't go, or is it the swelling gone down enough to where he can?
Apparently, most likely, we're not going to find out until about 2 hours before the game or so. Because right now he's still listed as questionable. So I don't know, man. I really want OG to play because I think it gives us a much better shot of beating LA. But I'm not sure.
I'm only asking because we got through Indiana by the skin of our teeth with an 8-man rotation. We can't keep this up long term.
That's facts. That's facts. It was tough, man. I don't care.
I wouldn't have minded if Tibbs brought Taj in even for a couple of minutes to fill in the 9-man quota against Indiana.
Well, he may have to use Taj tonight. And Taj may be a better fit against the Lakers than Indiana. A very fast-paced squad. Maybe that's another reason why Tibbs was like, "Let me leave, Taj on the bench for this game." They get up and down. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the Lakers are not that type of team right now. At least not like Indiana, should I say? But shout out to Mike Delano Steele Jr. in the building.
He had a great point. He had a great point, Ryan. I hope he brings it up. It was about DSJ? What I was talking about. Yeah, DSJ had a great point. I hope he brings it up again. It's about this Rich Paul situation.
You out here in these streets, DSJ?
Yeah, what's going on? First off, salute to everybody in the chat. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Ron. And congratulations on your $12.7 million deal with ESPN. I can't wait to see you on First Take from Wednesday through Friday. Mets, let me talk to you. And Double A, of course, you know what I'm saying? Salute to you as well. You know what I'm saying? I hope you stay warm, stay away from that hypothermia down there in Florida. Weather can be rough.
Yeah, man. I tell you.
Nah, but I just find it extremely comedic, right? That there hasn't been a lot of publicity around the whole Rich Paul, Clutch, and CAA Leon Rose situation. And here we are talking about one of your biggest clients in LeBron James being a clutch client coming to the CAA-led Knicks. Like, it makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. And I like I said, I think you know what it looks like right now, DSJ, and Double A hit the nail. I personally think This is all just to drive up the price and the value for DeJounte so that he can get over to the Lakers. And I think, honestly, I don't think the Lakers can do the trade anyway. They need help. I think they need a third team to make it happen for them because they just don't have enough to offer. But I
Ron,
will
hold on for
say
a
that,
second, Ron. You said the Lakers can't do a deal
yeah, I don't
based
think
off
they
of
have
what their salary cap.
They
You know how
can.
many
no.
you
They
know how
just
many
don't want to give
players.
up Reeves. They just don't want to give up Reeves. That's the
Right,
whole up.
right. I just don't
You
think
know how
they
many?
have
Hold
what
on.
they
Do you know
want.
how many players the Lakers have signed while being completely over the salary cap to the point where you got
Right.
guys being led with them MLE and are reportedly at like a $12.7 million deficit for some reason, yet they somehow find a way to get somebody in for an additional $6.3
Really?
million. Like
Exactly.
I laugh every time they say the Lakers don't have the money and yet
I
somehow
see what
find
you're
a way to
saying.
bring somebody in.
I see what you're saying, DSJ.
Exactly.
Somehow it always works out for them, right? But I just think in this case, what they have to offer, Atlanta doesn't want. Like the Lakers can make the money work, and they can send something over to Atlanta to get it done. But Atlanta's like, well, in order to make the money work, we got to take back, D'Angelo Russell. We don't want D'Angelo Russell in our backcourt with Trey. Yuck. So they don't want that, right? So that's the thing. I think Lakers just need another willing participant, and the deal will get done. The Lakers can find a third team to jump in there. They can get the deal done, and I think they might get the deal done. I just think it points that way. I don't think, and I honestly don't think, even though the Knicks, we might as well just talk about that, because obviously, you guys already know it's been making the waves. Rich Paul and Leon Rose actually kind of got together, sat down yesterday, had a meeting. Apparently, they hashed out their differences, right? So the thing here is, I think that we already know Rich Paul's standpoint, what he's trying to do. But for the Knicks, remember, Rich Paul doesn't just manage, DeJounte Murray. He also manages Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon seems like he's the better fit for the Knicks. I feel like the Knicks think that Brogdon is the better fit for the Knicks right now. They're just playing so good. Guys have stepped up. The chemistry is really well, and I don't think the Knicks want to upset that by bringing in DeJounte Murray. And as I've talked about on the other show, from what DeJounte's tweet was, if you believe it, if it's real, if it came from his account, he doesn't look happy. He wants to have a bigger influence. He was promised certain things, and it has not happened in Atlanta. Then you bring him here to the Knicks with Tom Thibodeau. You think DeJounte is going to be happy with his role? I don't think so. So I think the Knicks have to take all of that into account, because it may look pretty in the beginning, but then once he's not happy, doesn't want to really be here, doesn't give us his all, doesn't buy in, then we're not stuck because we can flip him. But it's just, that's not the point. The point is to build a team. This team right now will go to war for each other. I think they all genuinely like each other and want to win together. Bring somebody else in who can buy into that culture. And someone said maybe Malcolm Brogdon is not even that guy, because he's usually upset wherever he's at. Maybe he won't really buy in. The Knicks got to look at all of that. Sometimes you got to just take a chance and say, look, I need this guy on my team. We'll work it out. But, they got to pay attention to all of that stuff.
When is there a player pickup that's never a curmudgeon?
Cool. Right.
But I think if you look at the perfect piece, right, to me, because realistically, with the minutes that Brunson is going to be playing in the playoffs, okay, and if you don't bring a starter quality type player, then you're not looking at substantial minutes to satisfy a player like Brogdon. He's a veteran, and like you said, Ron, he's cried every place he's good. You think he's going to be happy coming here playing 10 minutes? I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy paying him what he earns for 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So now you get to a guy. I don't know if it was you, Ron, or somebody brought it up. Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry's a pain in the ass, and that's all we need. Somebody to come in there,
right?
Be a pain in the ass, hit a couple of threes here and there. And I do not want to take away the development of McBride, okay? But now with Grimes' knee, that makes it a necessity to me now to bring somebody in to back him up because I think we can count on Deuce. Deuce has proven a point. Deuce shows that he deserves some minutes. But Grimes, he's hurt and he's not really showing consistency. I mean, he's had a couple of good games, but then he hasn't shown us, Ron, that he's gonna grab that. He's gonna grab it and go with it. You know what I mean? And if we're gonna go for it, so we can't play. So here's my thing. What do you guys think about all this get together thing also being a way of the Knicks getting a hold of Griffin? Maybe
Blake
Paul
Griffin?
and Paul. No, not Griffin. I'm talking about Adrian Griffin from the Hawks that they were talking about.
AJ Griffin.
AJ. You know, that would be a perfect fit replacement for Grimes to come in here and do what we expect Grimes to do. That would be a fit. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? That could be a way where they get the Knicks to, help with this trade because right now we don't. I wouldn't want to not reward Donte for the way he's playing by sending him to the bench. I don't think that's a good message.
I see your point.
Especially when Donte has done so well in the starting rotation, doing what Grimes, Quickly, and Barrett could never do. Be productive offensively and defensively. I'm not sure if you want to take Divicenzo out of the starting lineup. And you know what happens when you do this to a redhead Italian? They got a fiery temperament.
Well, I don't know.
What if somebody that's earned it? You know what I'm saying? He's earned it.
Right.
To me, he's earned it. Like I said, I was a Murray guy. I was 100% Murray guy. But when I saw and I seen what he has done consistently, it's no fluke. Consistently, I think he deserves the starting shooting guard spot on our team.
Yeah, I mean,
takes away our needs.
That makes sense. Like, look, even if we got the Dejounte Murray, I'm not saying we will, but even if we did, the Knicks can make it work where everybody's happy. And let me tell you the one thing I'll tell you about Donte DiVincenzo. That's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. I could tell. You could see the way he carries himself, even when he talks about the team.
The whole team,
yeah.
To back up what you said, man. When you said this family culture where these guys like each other. We don't want to upset that. We don't want to upset
I think you want to keep that intact. But I do think that there's a way to get Dejounte Murray to be a starter here and give DiVincenzo 20 to 25 minutes a game where he can contribute. I do think there's a road to that because let's not forget, we do have there is a change. We do have OG here now, and basically you could say he took RJ's minutes, right? But when Grimes was starting, Grimes was getting 20 plus minutes, and Quickly was still getting 20 plus minutes off the bench. So there's a road for those minutes to go to both DiVincenzo and Dejounte if they were both here, and they could both be used accordingly to when we need them out there. So I mean, I'm just saying there's a way to make it work. I just don't know. My whole thing, I'm going to go back to it again. It's not about the Knicks. It's about Dejounte Murray. Would the guy be happy being here, knowing that this is the role he's got to play? That's the only thing that concerns me.
But there's another big factor that you're not considering. Is the fact that if we add Murray, then you're saying goodbye to Isaiah Hartenstein. Because we cannot take on Murray's contract, re-sign Hartenstein, pay OG. We can't. And then you think about it, Brunson and Randle are coming up after that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to look at that aspect. What would you rather have? Isaiah Hartenstein, AJ Griffin, and Donte DiVincenzo, or Donte Murray?
Well, let me tell you this real quick.
That's what it comes down to. Right?
Let me do this real quick.
Well,
I got
we need
Corey
to stop
waiting
overpaying
backstage.
role players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that moves Dante's salary to the bench. So now we take that money out of the starting line and put it in the bench, and now we're back to square one again, where we got all this money invested in role players.
But we're a good team. You want
Murray, don't you, Ron? You want
No,
Murray, don't you?
I've already moved.
Yeah, you
Nah,
do.
man. Once I saw his tweet, I was like, because I already was feeling like I don't know if
No,
he
you
can
don't
do it.
want
When
him?
I saw that tweet, I was like, nah, I don't like it. I don't think he wants to come here and be constantly like playing a certain role, second fiddle to Brunson and possibly to Julius if Julius got it going.
He realizes, and you mentioned this on a show a few
He
weeks
playing
ago.
third string in that
He
case.
realizes if he goes to LA, LeBron is soon to check out, and it's gonna be his show.
That I said that. I agree with you. That's why I think LA looks good for him, because once LeBron leaves or if AD gets out of there, that becomes DeJounte Murray's air, and he's in LA. You know what I mean? That's like a beautiful thing for a lot of athletes. Let me just shout out the chat real quick. Then I'm gonna get around and get you guys' opinion on it. But I took a look at AJ Griffin, and I have my opinion. I'm gonna tell you about that in 1 second. Double A. Shout out to the chat once again. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Where was I? Jay Boogie is in the building. He's also backstage. We're gonna get him up here as well.
Boogman, the Boogman.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the Woogie-ack. I really can't call it. I hear you, Woogie. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. Floyd Jackson is in the building. Floyd Jackson, I don't think I've seen your name in the chat before. So if you are new, appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you like the show. Please subscribe if you like it. And hit that like button to show your love, because it really helps us out here. Hold on. Where was it? Jimmy Henry is in the building. Salute, Jimmy. Appreciate you. Carlton Thomas is here. Thank you for being here and rocking with us. William Thompson is in the building. Salute. What's good, my guy? D Moore is in the building. Salute, D Moore. Appreciate you. C God is in the building. My guy Wesley Robinson is in the building, checking in from Strong Island. What's good? All right, appreciate you guys. If there's anybody out there that I missed, I apologize. You know, it's not for lack of trying. It's just, a lot of names in the chat. So rock with me. All right, let me
Ron,
get
you
my
see
guys
what that
in
brother that brother in the chat, he brought up Sadiq Bey. It was a few posts ago.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, William Thompson.
Yeah.
Yes. So don't forget Sadiq Bey is a Nova boy. He's on Atlanta too. Right. That's a fact. And I will tell you this.
How much is that contract?
That's a good question. You know what? Let me just check that real quick. And let me bring up Corey and Jay Boogs while I'm checking that out.
Hey, fellas.
Sadiq Bey. Let's see. I'm hearing myself twice. If you could turn down the volume on that, I'd appreciate it. Let me see. I still hear it.
Not me.
No, I think Corey. It might be you, bro. Can you leave and come back? Maybe that'll reset it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So Sadiq Bey is making 4 years. Was it 13 million for 4 years? That's not bad.
So 52 million?
No. 13 million divided into 4 years.
Oh, so that
what?
Perfect.
Wait, hold on.
That's
right. 4.5 million a year.
Wow, that's perfect.
That's not bad.
$250,000 a year, not 4.5 million a year.
Well, it says 4.55 is the base or whatever.
That would equate to roughly.
Oh, but you know what? He's actually he's going to be a free agent after this year.
Right.
So put him on a small contract and he might come.
It's a possibility. So let me just say this about AJ Griffin. And I'll be honest with you, Double A. I have not watched anything about AJ Griffin or what he's been doing. I haven't paid attention to him at all. So I had to look up his numbers and stuff. I don't know if he's the guy, bro. Because the thing about AJ Griffin, and I'm a Duke fan, right? So I followed him when he was in Duke, and I saw what he did. He's a little slow-footed, but he can knock down the three with a good
Bless
clip.
your heart.
He plays some good defense. Yeah, thank you. You know what I mean? But the issue is he's played 18 games. He's averaging 7 minutes per game. And that's not a lot, right? But in the time that he's out there, he's shooting 28.9% from the field and 27.3% from three. I mean, that
Double.
is yuck. Yeah. So I don't know, bro.
Bad
Like
idea to
if
get
we
him.
don't want to bring somebody here who can't knock it down. One of the best things about OG Anunoby is the fact that we know he's a lockdown defender, but he hits that three in the corner that RJ was missing. You know what I mean? To bring a guy like AJ Griffin here to even replace a guy like Grimes, and Grimes is spotty with his shot. AJ Griffin is worse. So I don't know if
Bro,
we could do that one.
it's a situation where he's getting Fournier time over there, bro. And you got to go off his stats from last year. If you go over the stats from last year, you'll see what the hype is about him. You know, but what
First,
I'm saying for the role we need, for the few minutes we need. I mean, we don't need a high salary player. We got to worry about re-signing OG and Hartenstein, and we don't want to upset the balance of this what we got going. You know what I
I
mean?
hear you. But what
I'm
I
gonna
will
let the
say,
other
Double A,
brothers
is
say.
I hear you, but what I will say, Double A, is remember, we are in a great position. We got assets, we got a team that's winning, and we could go anywhere. Atlanta's on the map right now because of the DeJounte thing. We don't got to deal with Atlanta. There's 29 teams in the league. We could go anywhere and get somebody to come off the bench to rock with us. You know what I mean? We really, it's open. So there might be another Sadiq Bey type guy or another AJ Griffin who's actually balling somewhere else, that we can grab, we could steal. Maybe a Luke Kennard. I'm not saying he's available, but Luke Kennard would be great.
You know the
There
move
might
they
be
need to
somebody else
do?
out there.
They need to. Boogie said this one time. Take all those picks and go after somebody like Jalen Williams. Go for a big fish. If you can't do that, don't do nothing.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I would love that, but I just don't think that OKC knows what
No,
they got.
but there might be somebody like that available
Right,
that we
right.
can overpay with picks. The screw the picks right now, right? We
I
got
mean,
four of them.
listen, there's
We're not
only
going to
there's
put
only
four rookies on a team next year, right? So
right. There's
let's
only
get them
one
out
guy
of
I
here.
can think of that maybe fits that bill that Knicks fans really wanted. My guy Sherwin loves bringing him up. I don't know if New Orleans will be willing to get rid of him, but I still think it's crowded over there.
Kai
Trey,
Jones.
no, Trey the third. I would love to get Trey the third over here.
Yeah.
They're so crowded over there. I don't know. I just don't understand what
What
they
team
doing
is
with all
that?
those guys.
What team is that? What team
New
is
Orleans
Pelicans.
that?
Pelicans.
Oh yeah.
So Trey
What
Murphy
up,
would be
Boog?
great.
What up, Boog?
Boogie, what's happening, my brother?
I was waiting on Mr. Corey Lee to go ahead and go on. He popped in.
Yes, sir. I hear you
What's up,
deferring.
Car?
Let me defer to the gentleman on the left.
I defer to the closer.
What's good, y'all? And shout out to my guy DSJ. I guess he had to bounce off, but maybe he'll be able to come back. Appreciate you, brother, as always. So what's going on, Jay Bugs? How you feeling, brother?
Man, I'm great, man. I hope everybody in the greatest form of health, man. A beautiful Saturday. Even if the weather's not good, it should be good because your eyelids is open, your eyelids is unattached. Shout out to the chat. The most amazing people it is in the world belongs to this orange and blue, man. You got to appreciate the chat people. You got to appreciate the fan base. You know what I'm saying? Because the push that the Knicks is getting from all of us, man, is incredible. There's no other push going on in the world like this New York Knicks push. You know what I'm saying? And all that's feeding all over to the team, and they're answering us, by playing hard each and every day, and each and every game, each and every half, each and every quarter, each and every practice. They just letting it all out, you know what I'm saying? But I've been starting off everything I've been saying by saying, pay Leon Rose. Pay Leon Rose. Go ahead and pay Leon Rose, give him his money, and let him continue on doing what he doing. My promotion, what I'm doing is trying to kind of like push people back just a little bit, because we can't continue on trying to get things done for the team for our own needs and for our own wants, without realizing, before the season started, everybody was running around. We was all talking about, we need wing players, we need long length and all that. We got that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be appreciative of the things we do have. And I'm telling people right now, I call him Pac-Man. That's Precious. I take the P from his first name and the AC from his last name. I call him Pac-Man. That's my new name for him. And what I'm telling people is to give the young the young player some time to develop. And he's going to develop into something, real nice. That's the young Taj Gibson. You know what I'm saying? That's how he was when he came to Chicago. He wasn't able to shoot the mid-range, the jumper, and all that. But he was all over the place, defensive, rebounding, athletic, playing perimeter D and all that. This is what this guy is doing. So we got to be appreciative of the things that we got that we didn't have, that Leon has answered for us, and be happy and grateful instead of trying to figure out more and more things to go and get and provide for the team. I know we want the best situation that we have, but while everybody in the league is running around trying to figure out how to get more scoring for their team, Leon has brought more perimeter defense for our team. And that's starting to look real for other teams. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, look at the defense that we're playing since the trades, man. I mean, we on lockdown sensor count. If those that don't know what that is, that means on the yard. Lockdown sensor count, throw your ID in the window. You're being counted today. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're doing to the other teams. Lockdown sensor count. Look at that man, Pac-Man's defense on Siakam late in the game. Fourth quarter defense, shutting it down, making it hard for him. Teams are not going to want to play against a defense like that in a series. And that's where I respect and commend what's going on with our office personnel. We are going after the length of the defense and making it hard for the other people. Scoring, we can score with anybody and outscore in anybody. We got the best in the league. I'm going to say it again. The best in the league as far as 3-point percentage in the backcourt. It's better than everybody. Donte and Brunson, they outshoot even Steph and Clay. Come on, when would we ever think we would say that? And that's the best shooting backcourt in the history of the game. So, you know, some guys I'm not willing to just go ahead and move them out the way right here, right now. Donte been working, waiting on years to become a starter somewhere. And he came there and he faced the music. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, Grimes, you know what I'm saying? But he came and he took that and he's answered all the answers and the prayers in our backcourt. He should be in that all-star 3-point shooting contest. And he's playing good, solid defense. You know what I'm saying? He catches and shoot. He dribble. He gets it off the dribble. He gets to the basket. He's trying to dunk. He's doing everything. So I'm not willing to really look for a move to break this guy up when this dude has never been a starter, but now he's finally been a starter in his first team, really that people really appreciate and loving. Man, it's more to come with Devo, you know what I'm saying? And then the defense and everything, man. I want to, if we make a move, I want to see if we can make a move where if we can keep Grimes. Grimes is opening up right now and understanding it and being okay with his position and his role until that little slight injury. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to slide somebody in there small that maybe can allow Deuce to catch and shoot. Don't forget, this man is shooting over 40%, over 4 to 5 trades per game. His catch and shoot is going crazy. So I want to be able to add somebody who knows their position, knows their role, and who's willing to play their role in the same way for this team, coming off the bench and handling the ball, distributing the ball, getting the ball. And y'all talking about Brogdon. Look at Brogdon's last 6-7 games. Numbers is out of the water. Numbers is going crazy. But what did he do when he came to the guard? He didn't show none of them numbers. To me, it constantly showed me that he didn't really want to come here. If you wanted to come here, you'd have been put up them same numbers you've been putting over the last 6-7 games or the games you've been playing. You know, that was your demo. To me, that's personally. That's how I look at it. You know, you come in the building, show up, show me something, make me go, ooh, make Leon be like, oh, okay, let me think about it. Let me see what I can work out and go get him. That's why it's been taking so long, you know what I'm saying, to go get him, and they know he's on a trade block. You know what I'm saying? Leon knows what he's doing. When you put somebody like Burks, when you're giving up second-round picks, somebody can handle the ball and pass the ball to Deuce on the wing, Grimes on the wing, and you still got Precious, and perhaps Mitch come back, whoever's going to be on the center between him and Arnstein, however that's going to go, man. We got something good because we already know that starting 5 is solidified, man. You know what I'm saying? Solidified. And we ain't even got 3 starters playing now, and we doing what we doing. I just want everybody just, you know, that looks so much to try to go find something that might off chemistry us, might throw us out of the groove, the rhythm that we in, you know what I'm saying? And allow this right here to continue on cooking. Because when people make trades, you got to realize we still got 3 players that's coming back. Julius is coming back. Mitch is coming back. OG is coming back. And matter of fact, the fourth one, Brunson is coming back. That's the four. Those are 4 trades right there. What's going on now? So, I just want to let the fans know a little bit. We can't constantly continue on being greedy for ourselves. We know the team is rocking, but the team is set. And I'm surprised the ambulance ain't going off where y'all go, because the ambulance just left from my neighborhood and they picked me up, put me back. I've been jumped out the woods. I'm going to the finals. Y'all want to stay right here doing what y'all doing? Stay here. I'm going to the finals. I'm going to be there. And after we win the final, the championship, Boogie going to be on one of them stages on that parade on Broadway performing somewhere. That's where I'm at. I see the future, man. The future right now is telling me the New York Knicks, man. Okay. 3 capital K's. Okay, K. The K stands for the Knicks. I hope everybody's okay. That's where I'm at, man.
Hey, Bug, what's up, buddy? I got a question for you, Bug. What do you think about adding somebody like Kyle Lowry to do what they're talking about? That's somebody that he expires. So that'll just be.
I'm answer your question real quick. Same thing as I feel about, about Burks. Them second round picks. I'm okay with going to get Burks. If Larry becomes released from that team, I'm okay with going to get him. I'm not giving up nothing to go get him, because they're gonna want something in the first because of his money. If he becomes free and they cut him loose, join them Nova Cats. I told you, I don't know much of no Villanova, but me and Romeo ain't never been friends. Can't you see how much I really love you? Gonna say it to you time and time again. Oh, Villanova, just go ahead and bring him over here to the squad. Only if he's released. I'm not trading nothing for Larry. I'm not trading nothing for him.
Same with me. Miami is gonna want too much to get.
He's not on Miami no more, is he?
No, he's not on Miami no more. No.
Where is he? Yeah. Boston.
He's in Toronto. No, where did he go? Kyle Lowry. He got traded.
Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte for the Rozier trade. Yeah.
And
he might get bought out, and he might be out there. We'll see.
I mean, considering how much of a crap heap Charlotte the Hornets are down here, I'm a little shocked he got shipped out to Miami for that. I mean, basically, he got shipped out from Miami for peanuts.
Well, what that tells you, Mets, is that Charlotte is not liking their team, and they are trying to basically start their little do-over. It's a retool, not straight rebuild yet, because they still got some talent over there, but they trying to retool.
Corey, and I blame Michael Jordan for that.
Well, I mean, he's not there anymore, so got to give the next regime a chance to see what they can do.
I'm just saying that it was MJ's idea to sabotage the team as soon as he bought it.
I agree. I mean, listen, guys are, you can be great at one thing, not great at another thing. We saw that ourselves with Phil Jackson. So it is what it is.
And Isaiah Thomas.
Oh man.
Hey,
right.
Excuse me. Can I speak?
I was actually getting over to you, Corey. Appreciate you, brother. Go ahead.
Hey, number one, how y'all brothers doing?
Fine.
Good.
I'm good.
I mean,
yeah. Number one, I want to say, hello to the host, Ron. You know what I'm saying? Mets, we in the building. Doubles. What's good, brother? And to my Southside Jamaica brother. What's up, Queens? We in the building. Always.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
yes, sir. Now, let's woosah for a minute. Because we put out a lot of information. And it's hard to digest. Let's breathe. We got a game in less than what
7 hours.
7
hours.
All right, that's what we need to concentrate on. You know what I'm saying? That's what we really need to concentrate on. Let's put foot to, you know what I'm saying, to booty on these Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where my mind's at right now. The trade deadline and everything after that is going to work itself out. You know what I'm saying? And kudos to my man Jay Boogie for saying one thing. He's going to work it out. Leon Rose, the executive of the year. He's gonna work it out. He's gonna work it out, regardless whether we make a move or we don't. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was so super hyped 6 weeks ago when this came on, especially after the fact that, you know what I'm saying, we did that big move, to the point where I'm just like, you know what? Let me fall back. Anticipation will kill you more than the results of what happens next.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So let's Knicks fans, let's all just relax. We all want what we want. This is our Christmas time, and Santa will drop whatever we got in our stockings, underneath the tree, or whatever the case may be. But what that said is, relax, because if you don't get what you want, we got what we need, and then we're ready to go to war right now.
Yes, sir.
Look at this. Look at this. We got the National Guard defending the garden right now. And what I mean by National Guard, our reserves. You know what I'm saying? Our big guns are sitting here waiting to heal. You know what I'm saying? As much as y'all talk about Hartenstein, and I respect what he's doing right now, and I'm not throwing no shade on his game right now. Do you know we got a mortar right there? A mortar shooting big rockets. That's just shoots with big rockets sitting on the bench, right? I mean, sitting, healing. You know what I'm saying? And that's Mitchell Robinson. And I'm not even gonna discuss the M60 we got in my man Julius Randle. You know what I'm saying? And the snipers we got sitting out there healing. Let's just relax, Knicks fans. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Ain't this show's called Know the Ledge? Let me bring a lot of us back off that. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, because as bad as I want to jump out the window after the trade deadline, and we continue the streak, if we go another 10 plus games, inshallah, I'm ready to jump out the window then. Ron, you got to come get me. Come get me.
After this game, we get.
Hold on a second, Max. I ain't done, bro. Relax.
I'm just trying to figure out next.
We don't have to figure it out. That's Leon's job. Let him. That's the whole point of what I'm saying. Let Leon do what he do. Let him do what he do, and Knicks fans enjoy it. And with that say, I digress, and y'all can go back to what y'all was doing.
Appreciate you, Corey. Yeah, you waited
You're
a
right,
minute to get that
Corey.
off, man, and you did a good job, man. I was like, I don't know, how's Corey gonna come behind Jay Boogie? Jay Boogie lit fires in here. We might have to cut this show, but I was like, you know what? I gotta give Corey a shot, man.
Do you know, man? Do you know how hard I had to think about that one? Man, come on, man. He's like what? He's like the Bernie Mac of it all, man.
Jay Boogie came with new fire, new flame. Came with the 3 capital K's. Like, yo, come on, man. That's tough. That's tough.
Hey, Corey, sometimes, man, I can't help but like lick my chops, man, at the thought of Mitch Robinson joining this crew. And not having it.
Hold on, now you about to get me to jump out the window again. What?
Wait. Don't jump yet.
And still having OG to rock with him now. Adding OG to his game. Oh.
Let me reel y'all back. Let me reel y'all back, because y'all know, y'all, like as Corey said, y'all know the name of the show.
Let's see if I know the ledge.
Don't jump out that window just yet. Relax.
We be stacked now.
Relax.
We ready to go to war now.
No, we good. We good though. I'm with you guys, man. I love it. I love the position. We always talk about this, right? But this has been building. The Knicks have been in positions where we've been stacking areas, and we're like, yo, we're too stacked. We got 5 guards or 6 guards. Like, this too much. But they have put themselves in a position where now they've been able to flip these guys and bring in better assets that we need to build the team, and put us in a situation where, you know, shout out to Tibbs, the big man whisperer. You know, he's got these bigs doing the damn thing. I don't care what nobody says. You don't want to give Tibbs credit? You're wrong, because every big man that's played for Tibbs gets busy, except for maybe Jericho Sims. But there's something going on there. But every other big man gets busy.
Soon come,
You
Ron.
know.
Ron, you're
Soon
hating on
come.
you're hating, Ron. You're hating.
What are you talking about? I wish I
The
could have
young
that fro. You know what's under here? Come on,
young boy
man.
that young boy got game, bro. Do you see what he did the other night? He just need playing time. But
Right.
I'm with Boogie, bro. We stacked. And
No,
Leon Rose needs to get some credit. Okay, because he made the trade of the year. Nobody can't say that that trade for OG didn't change our franchise, didn't change our direction. Woof, that way. I
right.
mean,
Right.
and we got some pieces coming back, and we full stack, bro. We full stack. We full stack.
Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna shout a couple people out, and then I want to get to showing some love to our guys, man. Because you know what, they said it couldn't happen. Mama, we made it. You know, come on, baby. Tyrone Thompson is in the building. Salute, appreciate you. Funny Impala is here. Salute, Funny Impala. Even though you're not a Knicks fan, he a hater. It's okay. Listen. That's how you know we doing good because the haters is in the chat. Let's go, baby. He said, and I'll put his hater comment up too. He said, I'll keep a nice towel on my shoulder for you Knicks fans to cry on when they break your heart again. Let's go. You ain't doing good if you ain't got the haters rocking with you. Let's go, baby. Good
You know
job.
what I used to say? You
I
know what I
wonder
used to
who
say?
his team is.
Right.
It doesn't matter because you know what I used to say to fat cats when I used to hoop or even play football. I love to hate. It's motivation.
That's
Motivation.
right. Use it. Use it. Use the hate.
Exactly.
That's facts. Shout out to Wilson Dang. Appreciate you in the building. Boogie Down BX is here. Rebuild NYK is in the building. What up, Rebuild? Half Billy is in the building. Okay, Half Billy. I don't know if I might have. I feel like your name looks familiar, but I don't know if I've seen you in the chat before. If this is your first time, thank you for being here. Hit that subscribe button. And to anybody that's watching right now that's in the chat or just viewing, please hit that subscribe button. Show your love for the show. Hopefully you like the content and like this great panel I've got going on today. Thank you to everybody for being here and rocking. Hector Gaston in the building. What's good, Hector? Appreciate you. I see Michael Caputo is here. David Smith is in the building. My guy, Donald DiMaselli is in the building. He said, greetings, fellow Knick fanatics. Yes, Donald is passionate, man. I appreciate you, Donald. Shout out to Stream Elements, always keeping me informed. Thanks for subscribing, The Man Cave. Appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with us. Appreciate you so much, man. My guy, I Am Jarrell is in the building. Salute. I Am Jarrell is all talked out. Yo, Jarrell, you know what? I haven't had you on my panel in like forever, if ever. About time you show up, brother. I know it's tough, man. The Queen had you talking 4 hours last night. I know that's rough, but
I would love to have a conversation with that brother right there.
Yeah, Jarrell's great, man. Jarrell is
Too
dope.
bad the Queen is very finicky in who she brings in.
Well, you know, she keeps her rotation tight, man. She's like Tibbs.
Yeah, everybody's not gonna always have an open panel. And that's just the way that they're operating. And if they operate like that, you have to still continue on appreciating their work and the things that, you know what I mean? And the people that do have open panels, you know what I'm saying? That's appreciating too, because they allow other people to come in and communicate. But you know, sometimes, you know, you have to keep it to a certain way because it can go overboard and out of hand, and that's just business. So, you know, shout out to the Queen for the way she runs her show. Shout out to everybody for the way that they run their show, because no matter what, however you might look at it, they're all doing a great job. Their shows continue on running on the wave, you know what I'm saying? And the chats are liking them, and we all in the chats are everywhere. We all in everybody's living room. So, you know, shout out to everybody to how they run their thing. Everybody has to run it different. If everybody ran the same, then we'll all be in the same moment at the same time, you know. So
facts.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I want to say something real quick. Hold on a second.
Okay, all right, Matt. Appreciate you, brother.
Yo, I'm saying like this. I'm fortunate because I stand on shoulders. Hold on a second. Let me show my face for this. I stand on the shoulders of giants. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People who come from people You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I have this opportunity, even standing on your shoulders, Ron. You know what I'm saying? And people like Jay Bug who motivated me to do what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you all. So with that said, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Freezy for allowing me to be who I am and say what I can say for my fandom and for the team that I love. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, allow me and my brother Bully to come up here and do what we do. Come on, man. And shout out to the Queen. You know what I'm saying? Me and her we're gonna have a date one day, and we're
Yeah.
gonna talk this Nick talk. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I hope she's listening now. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Because you know what I'm saying, we butt heads, but you know, not all great minds think alike. You know what I'm saying?
it's a
Not
fact.
all great minds think alike. Because
Right.
Hey,
we
but
all want the same thing. We all want the same thing, and that's the goal. That's the goal. We want the same thing. Another shout out too to my brothers for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because they are one of the few who first put me on. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Real talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I would not be who I am to you, my Knicks fans, if it wasn't for them. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
that's real,
100%.
bro. That's real, man. That's real. Hey, I got a trivia for you guys. You know, we all think about Precious name, right? How unique it is. You know, he got three brothers.
Right.
Listen to his three brothers' names: God's gift, God's will, and promise. Those are all Precious Achuiwa's brothers' names. God's
Which
gift
is dope.
Achua, God's will Achua, and promise Achua. So needless to say, brother got faith, huh?
That's 100%.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout out to his parents, man. They
They
did some
all got
thinking,
faith.
and they know
But
what
it
matters to
just
them.
shows to Jay Boogie's point what a good job Leon Rose is doing, bringing people of character to this team. Because OG
Right.
is the same way. OG's brothers are doctors, man. We got
Yeah.
people of character on this team. If you notice, everybody on this team right now has character. Even RJ, no matter how many people downed him and kicked him around and didn't appreciate him, young boy had character beyond his years. Even from the gate as a rookie, the brother had, he had a certain way about him, man, respectful way that he was
Mm-hmm.
raised, man. And I just thank Leon because that's what he's doing, man. And
Well,
Brunson, bro.
to what you're saying, Double A, I think that's really important for this Knicks team, and I think that's part of the reason why the Knicks are really starting to play well and have put together a team that is there for each other, and can win together, because the Knicks realize that someone pointed it. I don't know if it was Freezy the other day, but the Knicks over the years have made a really concerted effort to bring in high character guys. That's been their thing. Problem with that is if you bring in too many high character guys, sometimes some of them dudes get lost in the element that you don't have that dog. You know what I mean? So what the Knicks had to
We
do
got
was go
both.
out there. They
We
had to
got
bring in
both.
some dogs. The first domino was Jalen Brunson, right? Because I don't care what nobody. Jalen Brunson is a dog. All right, he is a dog. Right? You bring him in, then you bring in Josh Hart, another dog. He may not have the game that everybody loves, but he'll get down on the floor for you. He'll grind it out. He'll really, do all the dirty stuff that needs to be done.
He's a soldier. He's a soldier.
Right.
He's
Then you
definitely a
bring in
soldier.
Donte DiVincenzo, another dog. And not for nothing. I'm not gonna go crazy with it, but you guys know, look, I'm telling you, Donte
Hey, Ron.
DiVincenzo is fantastic.
But they got
Dante
both.
is
But they
great,
got
bro.
both sides, bro. They dogs, but they got character. They know how
Well, no,
to
yeah, yeah,
carry
yeah. No.
themselves.
But
They both.
that's the thing. That's without even being said. Like, these guys are high quality guys. They're good IQ guys. I know sometimes you might see Hart do some wild stuff out there, but that's just because he tries to do too much. His IQ is smart. He knows what needs to be done. That's why he takes advantage of the defense's weaknesses when he pushes to the lane, when he turns on the jets, when he grabs a rebound off the board and tries to push the break, because we don't really break. He knows what he needs to do. So it's all these type of things that these guys have brought, right? So you bring that, right? And then the icing on the top. You go out and you bring really the best of both worlds. The dog mentality, don't show it, but you know it's there. And he's a high IQ guy, and he's a lockdown defender and OG. And then you sprinkle in some Precious that you thought was his castaway, like a throw in, and now you see what Precious is. Man, these Knicks is cooking. I'm super excited.
Did you
Really
guys
good job
see?
mixing the
Hold
both?
on a second.
Go,
Hold on a
sure.
second. Hey, Double A. I'm sorry. This is why I call
no
them
worries.
this is why I call them National Guard.
I see
This is
what you're
our
saying.
National Guard. You know what I'm saying? We got our frontline soldiers who go over. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones who go overseas. Those are the ones who do the dirty work. You know what I'm saying? But the reservists come in and they support the soldiers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I mean by that. You know, bro, last year I was like, I thought this was an NBA championship team. This year, ain't no way in God's green earth you could tell me something different. And I
hear
dare
you.
anybody to argue me this year, anything different. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it happens, it happens. If not, oh well, we still live with it. But you know what I'm saying? I survived 94. I survived 2000. I survived it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I hear
It
you.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter unless we in the fight. That's all that matters.
Right. 100%. I'm with you, man. This Knick team is good. They got the right pieces. They may need just another piece just to help that bench out. But I really like, if it wasn't for the fact that I felt like we just needed one more piece off the bench because the bench is missing something, I'd be saying go to war with this team. I'm rocking with this team 100%. I'm ready. I'm ready with this team. I just think we need that one. And I'm not talking about no superstar, just that one piece off the bench that gives us a little more. Because, just watching the Pacers game, when you're trying to be a realist about your team, you could love them all you want, but you got to be real about it too. You watch that Pacers game, these Knicks were fighting hard, tooth and nail to stay in that game. They were down the whole game. They had only led for 28 seconds in the first quarter. And they were fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting into the fourth, and they took the lead and never relinquished it. But they had to fight all game. They shot terrible. I was listening to, this is how my Knick fandom is crazy. And I don't even know why I did this. I was doing some work yesterday, working on the show actually for today. And somehow something came across my YouTube feed. You never know what this stuff is. And it was some Pacers channel, some Pacers. Still Pacers fans. No, I'm just joking, but it was a Pacers channel. And this dude was going in. He was like, what is wrong with this team? We stink. The Knicks shot like 20-something% and they still beat us. He was going in on them. And
that used to be us.
That's Double A. That's what I said. I was like, that was us.
That's why some people say, oh, they didn't have this guy. And they didn't I said, you don't get no sympathy from me, man. Do you realize we are doing what we are doing, but we are missing 3 starters? And that's why what Corey's saying is fire, man. When these boys go back to the bench, they keep it strong. But what I'm hoping, fellas, is Tibbs keeps it open. And when if Mitch comes back and he gets in that rotation, right, that he moves Precious to back up power forward. And let's spread out that rotation a little bit. That's what I'm hoping for, because we got to keep them fresh, man. We can't keep playing them 40 minutes. I know right now we got to do what we got to do because people are down. But when we get our soldiers back, man, we got to be conservative, man. We got to play. Watch
We got to
the
take
minutes.
it easy. Yeah, we can't, put these guys in a position that they get hurt and we can't even use them for the playoffs. Like, what's the point of that? What are we doing here? Why are we in this? But before I get to the next topic on the list, shout out to Ondios, my guy, Ondios NYK. Thank you for the generous super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. He says, Big 10 in a row tonight. Let's go, New York. Facts. 100%. I'm with you. JJ says, if you don't got no haters, you ain't popping. Facts. That's how it works. 19 Conman NYC 84 in the building. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. He says Nick's been knocking teeth out lately. I'm waiting on the tooth fairy for us to collect our prize. Let's go. I like that. Big Lou is in the building. I hope you're doing well, Big Lou. I hope health and happiness is all good for you right now. I appreciate you, brother. He said, good afternoon, brother Ron, J Boogie, Double A, the rest of the Knicks family chat. It is wonderful to come on on as our Knicks are looking great. It is a blessed retirement. Oh man, listen, that's what I'm talking about, brother. Enjoy yourself. You
Well
deserve
earned,
that,
well
man.
earned.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Donald says greetings. I appreciate you, Donald. Rome Far Rock, my brother. He said haters gonna hate, ballers gonna ball. 100%. Facts. Let's see here. Oh, and there we go. Man Cave. Thank you, Man Cave, for subscribing. Appreciate you. He said, great show, Ron. Peace to the almighty panel of all stars. Yeah, man. Thank you. And thank you to my brothers up here rocking with me. Yeah, always, Tyrone. You deserve the shout out. Everybody can. Listen, if I can get to all y'all, I will shout y'all all out. You know, one day I hope to have a chat where there's 1,000 people in there, and I can't shout y'all all out, but I'm gonna try as best I can to do it when I can do it. So appreciate you.
Soon come.
Yeah, we'll see. D-Raz is in the building. What's going on? Black coffee, no sugar with clove. Let's go. Appreciate you. Rebuild is in the building. NYK, salute. Let me see. Nah, keep doing your thing, Big Lou. Listen, it takes time, man. Nothing happens overnight. You know, steady grows, man. You know, I know sometimes you got to get, you know, and listen, this is a labor of love, man. Sometimes you got to spend a little money to make things work, you know, to get you set up and going. All you need is a really a cheap microphone. You can go get it from Walmart, Target, or whatever. And get yourself a pair of earbuds. The cheap earbuds work as long as you can hear and you don't get that static stuff. Don't get those earbuds that Wiz be using. Wiz got some crazy earbuds. Take that, Wiz. Anyway, all right.
Wiz got antennas from cars.
Winston Hadaway. Oh, my fault, Jay. But what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say, yo, you know, because another Duke guy came up, and you're a Duke guy. Shout out to my man S God. You know, he got to show up and run. You know, he supports the Giants and the Knicks because the Giants is not doing good doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, the Knicks is not doing good. But the Giants will come back around. So, you know, you can go ahead and subscribe. Help build that man channel up too. You know what I'm saying? Because he's part of the Knicks community too. And he's also a Duke guy, like my man Ron. He's a Duke guy. And the reason why I say the Duke guy is because, you know, we always try to like reflect somebody's game to somebody's game of the passing, not meaning that they pass away, but they no longer play. Like, you know, so many people want to be Jordan or Kobe or LeBron, but it's some guys' names that very seldom, they don't never get nobody to come in and become them. But I got one player that comes from Duke, that this guy that's on our team, he plays and remind me so much of his game. And he was a hellified wing to stopper. And when I see OG, I think of Shane Battier. That's who I think. Somebody that can play tenacious defense on the perimeter, check your best offensive player, and they can catch and knock down shots, and it's going to do all the dirty work. This is what I look at OG as. We have our Shane Battier. If anybody knows Shane Battier's game, this is what we got with OG, man. That's a hell of a pickup for our team, you know, to get them great tenacious, you know, the grimy gut, grind it out, you know, our fight to the finish type guys, man. And it leads back to Leon, man. Shout out to Leon, man, for going to go get these guys. Like Ron said, it was a fight the other night, you know. It was a fight. And because of these guys is my age, maybe a couple of them might be older than me. That's blessful, might be younger than me. But that game the other night reminded me of a major boxing fight that was on WBC. It was on ABC back in the day. Back in the day, ABC used to have major fights.
Oh yeah, Ali.
It wasn't no pay-per-view.
Ali Norton was on live TV.
Right. There was no pay-per-view and all that. You used to get the big major fights. And I'm gonna tell you what that Indiana Pacers New York Knicks fight remind me of. It remind me of John Tate and Mike Weaver, where John Tate was winning the whole fight, the whole from 1 to the 14th to the last 20 seconds of the 15th round. And Mike Weaver knocked him out. And the next morning, he was flat on the canvas on the Daily News and the Post paper, flat on his face. And that's what reminded me the other night. That's how you fight to the finish and knock your opponent out. before the last bell ring, and that's what happened the other night, man. With the Knicks knocking out the Pacers, we got a fighting squad that won't give up. They feisty, they hungry, they determined, they got something to prove. They angry, they got all that inside of them right now that they're wanting to let out. You know what I'm saying? That's that New York grit. You know what I'm saying? We're finally starting to have a New York grit team from like the Mason, the Oakley, and Xavier McDaniel, the John Starks. Those are the grit, you know what I'm saying? The Rod Stricklands, you know what I'm saying? The people that want to fight, you know what I'm saying?
I got a rush. Boogie, you get a rush. Remember when Donte shoved the what's called
Halliburton?
Try to get up in his face. He's man, get out of here. We ain't playing that.
And
We're not playing that.
The referee should have never even take that situation. He should have never taken that situation because he got up in his face. We let him know, not here, man. Boom, get out of here, man.
This is New York City,
New York, baby.
And then the game before Utah, Claxton, he was like hacking Brunson, because if you notice, that's the game now. You can't stop him, so let's try to hack on him. But they weren't having. As soon as he started going, Hart and Deep got on him. Made his life horrible, and he backed off.
Game went to another level, man. I ain't mean to go on a rant.
No, you good. You know how it is, Jay Boogie. You always got the floor, player. Man, listen, when you speak,
we love the boogie rant. We love the boogie rant.
It's like when E.L. Hutton speaks, everybody listens.
That's right. Go. That's 100%. Shout out to Winston Hadaway. Thank you for being in the chat. I'm sure this is your first time here. I have not seen your name. He said, I think the Knicks need to be patient with Grimes. They have a bad habit of giving up on our young talent. Just a thought. Listen, 100%. I agree with you. If it comes down to the Knicks having to include Grimes in a trade for, a Sadiq Bey, Malcolm Brogdon, or these dudes, you know what? No, I don't want to do that. Now, if it's a DeJounte Murray or something like that,
sayonara.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. That's an upgrade. But other than that, I want to keep Grimes here for as long as we can keep him here. The Knicks are going to have a decision to make after next year. They're going to have to pay him, but that's next year.
Yeah,
that's
we can't pay all these dudes. We can't pay any dude. I'm with you. Our thoughts should be keeping this group together. Keep the band together. What, right, Boog? Let's keep the band together.
Oh, man. Billy Goat brought up my favorite. Oh, Billy Goat. You don't know how many times I used to rewind and watch that two-piece that Charles gave Kobe. I just wish it would have landed better. Oh, that would have been great. Anyway. But I'm going to tell you something. You young Knicks fans, it's very hard to see. It is very hard to see, okay, because you can't find it. I tried to Google it. I've seen it a couple times. I tried to Google it. I can't find it anywhere. There's a time when Patrick Ewing got into it with Rick Smits, and he gave Rick Smits a two-piece, and let me tell you something. Those punches connected. It was great, but whatever. All right, I'm off of that. Shout out to D-Block 1755 in the building. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Shout out to New York Nick in the building. You know what he's saying? You know what I mean? Yankees fan forever is in the building. My guy Parrish Duggar is here. G-Man 78 is in the building. Speaking of G-Man, where is G-Man? Where's the other G-Man? I don't think he's G-Man 78. Where's my other G-Man, man? I appreciate G-Man. Appreciate you too, G-Man, but there's another G-Man out there that, man, I got mad love for as well.
G-Money, a.k.a. the Encyclopedia. I spoke to him twice this week, so, he's okay.
Good. I'm glad. Next time you talk to him, Jay Boogie, give him my love, man, for real.
No, I will.
Danny Landis is in the building. Salute, Danny. Appreciate you. And shout out to Stream Elements. Thank you. Thanks for subscribing, Tyrone Thompson. Appreciate you. Thank you. And to anybody else out there who likes the content, would love to subscribe. We appreciate it. Please get us on the road to 3,000. We're not there yet, but we're going to get there. It's coming. Angry Nick fans, thank you for the generous super chat. He said, we don't need a thing about to win 10. Salute. I hear you, brother. I'm rocking with you. All I'm saying is add a little piece to the bench just to make the bench move a little better, because you know what? That Pacers game was an indication that, we just need a little more help. When guys go down, that's what the bench is for. The bench got to step up. But sometimes you just got all the horses. They tried. They played well. Deuce did fantastic. We just need a little bit more. Because remember, we was playing the Pacers, and as good as the Pacers are, they ain't Milwaukee. As good as the Pacers are, they ain't Boston. they ain't even Cleveland. You know, don't sleep on Cleveland either. So, you know, we just need a little bit more. That's all I'm
I ain't
saying.
sweating Milwaukee, bro. We coming for that spot.
I
And
hear you. I hear
They
you.
ain't chaos over there. Ain't no kumbaya over there, bro. You know, they getting
I
rid of
hear that.
coaches. They getting rid of coaches with winning records and stuff. You know, they letting players, run the team over there. You know what I mean? That's
Well,
something, man. Giannis gonna get in his coach's face, man, and refuse to come out the game and all this, man. That's raw, man. You
yeah,
know?
I don't know about that either, man. I'm not really feeling that. But you know,
That's
that's
not
the
our
culture that,
problem. That's not our
right. That's their
problem.
culture.
Exactly, bro. But what I'm saying is we coming for that spot. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's what I'm saying,
Let,
Corey. We coming for that spot.
let me
But
shout out oh, go ahead, Corey. What were you gonna say?
no, but with that said though, let them worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Let them worry about we gotta handle our business. You know what I'm
Oh, we
saying?
handling it. We handling it good.
Yeah,
Yes, we
let
are.
us handle our business.
We handling it
Oh,
good.
that's dope. Shout out to Winston. He says, first time on the chat. Thanks for the shout out, man. Thank you, Winston. And like I said, please hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want to. That's that. You can, continue to watch the show and see if you like the content. But please hit the like button, at least for the show, and show your love. If you're not familiar with it, and anybody else who don't know what it looked like, it look a little something like. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very nice. Just a light tap. That's all we need. So thank you for being here and rocking. And shout out to my guy Cam from the Kickback in the building. Salute, Cam. What's good, bro? Hope you're doing well. He says salute. Ron Double A, the big closer, J Book. Salute the whole SKF fan chat. We rolling with this team as we just got to maintain till Cap Randle returns and we make this run. Facts.
Preach,
100%, bro.
preach.
100%.
Hey,
So,
Ronnie, listen, man, it's my birthday weekend, and I'm sure my
oh,
beautiful
happy
wife
birthday,
has
my
some
God
brother.
bless.
plans.
God bless.
Happy birthday, man.
My wife got some beautiful plans set up for me, man. I turn 65 tomorrow. God bless, man.
Hey, all
Oh
right. Let's
man.
that real number, baby. That real number. Let's go.
But
That's
guess
when
what?
the
Double
ARP kick
A.
in.
Yes. What we got for
lived
double
every
A? We
one of
got a
them,
little
bro.
another year for double A, baby. There you go. Another one. That's right. What I said? There you go.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you.
Sorry for the
Enjoy
shine,
that.
fellas.
Have fun, man. Have a great day. Enjoy yourself in that horrible Florida weather you got.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Peace, fellas. Let's go get them, huh? Let's get them.
All right, man. Later, brother.
All right, now.
Sheesh. Double A, man. Appreciate that, brother. Shout out to my guy. Hey, Dan Morero's in the building. Where you been, Dan? Good to see you. Dan is in the building. Allah Wise is here. Salute. King Ribby is in the building. Salute, King Ribby. Appreciate you, my brother. Always good to see y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in as always. Even G-Man said happy birthday to Double A. Salute. Appreciate you.
Shout out to my nephew Ribby, yo.
Facts. Walter says
Yo,
Virginia
soon
loves
come.
SKF.
He's the next up and comers.
Yeah, I got keep getting the lab with Ribby, man. I know he got some bars too, so we got to see when
Mr.
he's ready to
Ribby.
do the damn thing.
Mr. Ribby be holding back.
Yeah, he
Look at this guy, Danny Landis.
Yo,
my bro.
The
What's up,
plane
Corey?
has landed.
Yes,
What's going on,
sir.
brother?
The closer is in the building. What's up, Jay Boogie? How you doing, bro?
Man, about to get to the business.
Yeah, the business.
Let me read this. Let me read this super chat real quick, Danny, and then I'm gonna get into the next thing. I know I've been saying that for a minute, but there's been a lot going on. I appreciate all y'all being here and rocking with me. Thank you for the generous super chat, Paris Duggar. He said, whomever you trade for gotta be able to do like Deuce did the other night and go get buckets with the guard and pressure on his back if he missed shots. Hey, look at my guy in the back there. What's going on? Look at him.
Hey,
What's happening? You still balling?
of course I am. Why would I ever stop?
That's what I like.
Team never stop.
Hey, Ron, I got a story for you fast.
Go ahead.
2 weeks ago, his league, the Spartans League, is affiliated with the Junior Knicks, and they had a clinic 2 weeks ago on a Friday. So me and Lucas walk in. I see this tall dude there. I'm like, there's no dads that tall like this, like 6'6", 6'7". And I'm like, oh, let's run around to see who it is. I get to the front of him. It's freaking Larry Johnson is there, bro.
Wow.
I was in my glory. I went like right that to him. I did that, Lucas, what he's doing. See what J Boogie's doing. Remember I did that?
Yeah.
LJ, he's got pictures with him. I got pictures of him. The guy is so nice, man. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a really cool dude. We met him one time. Really dope. And I also seen him on the street. And he was walking with his significant other at the time, and he stopped and said what's up to me. So I thought that was pretty dope. He's a real cool guy.
See, that's what happens when you continue on having them great grades. The last time we spoke, I told you continue having them good grades. So it seemed like you're doing that. And as long as you continue to have good grades, more and more blessings going to come for you, man. You're in position, man. You're meeting people, you're going places. But it all becomes behind them good grades, man. Continue having good grades, my friend.
Handle your business.
Handle your business.
So far in the path of life, that's what's been happening.
Yeah, there you go. Keep it going, Lucas.
That's
Don't stop, man. Remember, you got a lot of life to lead. You're gonna have a fun time, man. This is great.
I know.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
The big Luke.
Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Paris Duggar once again. Thank you for another generous super chat. He said, I need to know what the Indy referees report said. Oh, we got it wrong. The NBA is like, that was a missed call. That was a missed call. It don't affect the game, but we just want to let you know that this was wrong. I don't care anymore. Why do they even tell us? Does it make us feel better knowing that your referees are continuing to mess up every game? They don't do nothing. It don't change the results of the game, so I don't care to know about it. Whatever. It is what it is.
It doesn't
But
change. It doesn't change the results of the game, but it also allows the players to be able to play. You know what I'm saying? Mind games with the referee later on before. Like the next time you see that referee, I understand we all gonna make good calls, bad calls, but don't forget you owe me one. You know what I'm saying? Conversate, get in their head. You know what I'm saying? It might be a call when the call is not supposed to be made the next time. So when the referees know that they made a mistake, they're telling you in actuality, I owe you one. My fault.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying. Use it. I hear you. I'm watching you. So speaking of Indiana game, there was something that happened in that game, or that was announced in that game that we all already know. We already show love, but I gotta show love on my show here as well, man, because these guys, they deserve it. And that's the all-star appearances of our guys. That's right. The first ever all-star appearance for Jalen Brunson, and the third all-star appearance for our guy Julius Randle. Julius may not be able to be there, but I'll accept this award on his behalf. No, but the point is, he earned it, he got it, he deserves it. And somebody else is going to take his spot. It might be Derek White, or it might be Trae Young. But either way, you know what I mean? It is what it is. He got the vote, he got the nod. But shout out to Jalen Brunson, man. It was a beautiful thing. You guys saw how emotional he was when he talked about it and how much it means to him. Really dope. Can't say enough about these two guys, man. Shout out to Jalen for wanting to come here, put this team on his back, show us who he really is, and allow the rest of the league to see what type of guy he is and what type of player he is going forward. This guy is the truth. And also shout out to Julius Randle, because you know what I mean? It starts with him too. He was one of the few that said, you know what, I'm going to go to the Garden. I'm going to rock with the Knicks. We had nobody. We got Julius, then we got RJ, and we had a bunch of no names out there running around doing things. You know what I mean? We was just no direction, with Fizdale telling us just go play. No, don't run no cuts. Just do whatever.
Just do what you want.
Yeah. So shout out to these guys, man. Appreciate them. Beautiful thing. So let me bring my guy Dan Morello up in here. What up, Dan? What's good, baby?
How's everybody doing?
Good, good. Can't complain, brother. It's good to see you.
Good seeing you.
I think that right now the Knicks have done enough to put themselves on the map. So I think that you are going to notice that going forward, the Knicks are going to be a preferred destination for a lot of players. I think they're starting to realize the culture. Now you can see there's a true culture shift. Like the Knicks have already started to show you a little of that, but I think the OG trade solidified it. So now teams are like, well, now with OG, I mean, we can't deny them. We got to look at what they're doing out there. And then the fact that you can see, because this is what's key, getting OG, showing what you can do with OG, being in a position where you got no Randle, no OG, no Grimes, and still winning games. Like even, when Grimes was healthy before he got hurt, winning that game without OG and without Randle, like we are showing that we can win because we're a good team. Next man up. That next man up is real this time. Like, coaches always say that, but we know the next man up could be trash. These guys, they are stepping up and doing what they got to do to get the job done. So I think the Knicks culture has finally really turned around, and I think we are a destination that people might start to want to be interested in. And I don't really care about that because the Knicks are good the way they are. What I care about is the respect. These guys earn it, they deserve it, and they don't need it, but it's rightfully theirs. So the rest of the NBA and these now that's another thing I want you guys to watch. Watch all the sites. Watch the Bleacher Reports. Watch the CBSs, the BSPNs, all the sites. Let's see their coverage over the Knicks over the next few weeks or so. Let's see what they're talking about because now we the hottest thing in the NBA. So they can't deny it. They got to come up with a feel good story of some sort. All that trash. Remember the CBS thing? Knicks are projected to win 32 games. Like all the stuff that they do now, all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like right now, I think it was last week. I forgot who said it. It was on one of the shows. They said if the Knicks go the rest of the way and play 500 basketball, we'll finish the season with like 46 wins or something like that. Well, let me tell you something. We going the rest of the way. We're not playing 500 basketball. We're playing above 500. So watch out. Anyway.
And Ron, the biggest thing from the culture change that I like is that Leon Rose is not listening to the fans. He's making them learn patience. He's putting everything together. Because if it was up to most of the fans, the team would have been blown up already 3 times. So
yeah,
Randle would have been shipped out. We would have had like 3 second-round picks for him or something, and that's probably what would have happened. So it's crazy. But I also remember what I told you. What was it, 2 weeks ago? I said we were going to go on 11-0 run, and we would have had that run if Brunson didn't get hurt. So it's still going strong. So we're going.
Yeah,
you got a chance for another 11-0. Got another chance, boy. You know, when y'all talk about culture is real big amongst, you know what I'm saying, the eyes that are beaming and zooming in and looking at us, because everybody always have a wonder. Now, I don't want to go there, man. They out of control and all. They're doing this, doing that, you know what I'm saying? But we're in New York. We're going to do as we do and do how we go. But for Leon to come in, you know what I'm saying, and sum everything up and everything is happening, you know what I'm saying, in a good way for us, that shows a lot for our culture. It shows a lot for our brand. It shows a lot for our fan base. It shows a lot even for the league too, because the league is not the league really unless the New York Knicks is really involved. I don't care about the Lakers. I don't care about the Boston. But when New York is up, it's always the best stories that's going on in the league. And when you talk about culture, it's me. I had to go all the way back to what Mitch did, before the OG trade. I got to go back to this guy, you know what I'm saying, his old coach, that situation. He bringing him in and he living in with him. For that story to go on and be on the air, and then the other things to follow, and things is following, you know what I'm saying? That's just, we're starting to gain a long list of great things that's happening for this organization. And when you do good things and you put yourself in the positions, you receive the blessings. When you're outside of the positions, it's that much harder to receive the blessings. So all the blessings that we're receiving amongst this New York Knicks team is because we're in position and we came through the grit, we came through the mud, we earned, you know what I'm saying? What Denzel say, to get through the rain, you got to get through the mud. And we don't been through all that, as far as our team, as far as the fans, and Julius famous word, New York, we here. We here. We're a factor, and teams don't want to play us. They don't want to be a part of us. They don't want to deal with us right now because, number one, we're the only team really pretty much in the East that's really playing solid defense, and this is what teams are going to try to avoid. Then when we say, yo, we need to avoid this team and try to mess this team. No, it's no more of that. They trying to avoid us now. And that's a big pride that we have amongst our team, man. And it goes back to what y'all talking about, far as, the chemistry and everything that we got, the organization, how to build, everything is being run right and everything. You know what I'm saying? You look at after the game, they was talking about how fans didn't even want to leave in the building. You know what I'm saying? They won't even leave. Now we're not leaving. We in here. We getting this celebration, you know what I'm saying? That's the hard work for our little mighty man, you know what I'm saying? He getting to the All-Star game, even though he should have been there last year. But don't think you made it up by putting him in here this year, because he earned that. He took that. He should have been a starter. That's what he should have been.
Yes.
But we'll take what we're at right now. We got two of them guys, and Julius will be on that stage, wearing something dapper. He probably have his kid. That's what I love and respect about Julius. When he go to the All-Star game, you always see his little man. You don't just see his little man in the garden. You see his little man wherever he go. You see his little man when he at the All-Star games, you know what I'm saying? And Julius is real big on family. So when you see the All-Star game, you're going to see Julius. But just know for a fact you're going to see his little man right there with him, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just our culture, man. It's humongous and it's strong, and you can't get in here no more, you know what I'm saying? We're surrounded by the great spirits, you know what I'm saying? The NBA gods is around us, man. The Willis Reeds is looking down on us. We all over the place, man, you know what I'm saying? The roses is going up, and I'm talking about Leon, man. Hey, here go my baby. Say hey, Ron. Say hey, Ron. Say
Hi, Ron.
Say hi, panel.
Hey.
Hello.
Okay.
Still, Knicks fans love the kids.
Yeah,
You already know.
No doubt.
We love
Ron love the kids too, so she don't bust in the door. Y'all know what time it is.
So let me shout out Louisiana Knicks once again. I thought I read it, but maybe I didn't read it. I apologize, brother. I thought I read it. Salute. Thank you for the generous super chat, by the way. Salute. If the Knicks don't make a major move at the deadline, who are they saving all these picks for? Is it Mitchell or who? And does he even fit now? Now, that's a really good question, a really good point, that second part of it that you said. So let me touch on that.
Hey, Ron.
Thoughts. Yes.
Ron, real quick, my son wanted to say hi.
Oh, hey, my bad. I'm caught up. What up, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
And what do we say when we watch the game?
Yes, let's go, baby. It's a
That's what's up.
Love kids. Let's go.
All right.
We might have to come up with a new phrase, you know what I'm saying, with all our kids. We might have to say, go New York kids, go New York kids, go New York kids.
Right.
We got the best fan base.
It's really
That's
dope
you.
too, like that the Knicks are doing the thing. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I'm thinking about the Knicks city dancers, but the Knicks kid dancers. It's really dope. I got a couple peoples that their kids got a chance, like they get a chance to audition to be a part of the Knick kid dancers. So that's pretty cool that the Knicks are doing stuff like that. It's dope. So I want to just give a couple of quick shout outs and then get to this question from my guy Louisiana Knicks. First off, shout out to those that are watching on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please come on over to YouTube if you haven't already done so and smash the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Those who are watching right now, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Show us some love. We appreciate it. Shout out to my peoples on Facebook watching. Thank you. Appreciate my guy Harold James. Big Harold in the building. I used to ball with Big Harold, man. We went to school together. Then we played at the YMCA. We were both balling out there in them YMCA leagues. Got invited to a Harlem tournament, but apparently the coach was doing a little too much Harlem shaking in the street, so it didn't work out. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Carlos, my guy Carlos Rivera in the building. Arnold Melrose in the building. Salute, my guy Carlos, man. One of my day ones. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you guys on Facebook for tuning in. Also, my guy Guard Up Knicks is in the building. Salute. What up, Apollo? The brothers, man. Please, if y'all haven't checked out Guard Up Knicks, please do, man. Them guys, man, they doing it. They in the Carolinas putting on a show for y'all. They come over here to the Garden when they can. They chop it up with us in person. Really great dudes, man. Apollo, Rick, Dre, Joe, man, appreciate all y'all.
I need to know I like the Carolinas. That's what I
Yeah,
need.
facts. Yeah, hit, you know, Jay Boogie needs to know where y'all rocking at in the Carolinas, brother.
Where you at?
I'm in the Carolinas too.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay, I'm in Raleigh, so
you know what I'm saying. So every time y'all hear Charlotte going crazy, this is why, because we out here.
Oh yeah, I'm in Wilmington.
Man,
Oh,
that's
okay.
what's up, man. See if you put your information in the private chat. Ron will grab that up and get it to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo, I'm in over here in the A, yo. So you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You ain't but 4 hours from me. It ain't enough for the hop, skip, and a jump for me to come over there and rock with y'all, bro.
Yeah,
man. Sounds dope. That'll be dope. Nick South in the building.
It's a family.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, and Jay Boogie, you know, I just want to say it's been a minute since I've been on, but you know, I've been praying for you and your family ever since, you know, everything with your sister and stuff. So I've been keeping you in prayer.
I appreciate it, my brother, man. That's why I always let everybody know, man, we the best, man. The love is real outside of basketball. Forget that small name. Forget them rims. Forget that gym. The love is real outside of basketball. You know, we're really there for one another in all phases of life. And that's what you got to appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not a Knicks fan, you should get to know some of these. This is for guys that's in the chat. They're still in the chat that's not Knicks fan. If you're not a Knicks fan, you still should get to know some of these guys on life terms. You know what I'm saying? These are business owners and stuff. You know what I'm saying? People that really do things in life, man. We got lawyers, we got doctors, you know what I'm saying? We got all types of people going, chemistries. We got all types of people outside the basketball situation. So it's not just basketball, man. You know, it's just the love is real. And I appreciate that, my brother, because I wouldn't have been able to function through a lot of things that I've been through without you guys. And that's facts. I can't get no realer than nothing I ain't ever said before. If it wasn't for the Knicks community, Jay Boogie wouldn't have been able to get through a lot of things that he got through. And it's so on for other people too that use this situation to get through. This is, you know, it's a day of life, man. It's not just a day of having basketball conversation. So thank you, my brother.
100%, bro. 100%. I want to shout out a couple more people. Like I said, I want to get to Louisiana. Next question, we'll all chop it up about that. Where is it? Shout out to Stream Elements once again. Let me put that up on the screen. I'll come back to Louisiana Knicks. Thanks for subscribing, Darknet. Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for the love and support. 100%, man. 100%. Definitely appreciate that. Shout out to Paris Duggar. He says, best take I ever heard on the Knicks podcast about Leon. That was to you, Jay Boogie. Appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to my guy Cully. Thank you for the generous super chat. He says, shout out to my studio co-worker Jay Boogie. Facts. And good to see you as always, Cully. Appreciate you, brother. Telling you, man, we need you back on these Nick airways, man. You know, I know you're busy. I know you're a young guy living life. You know what I mean? But we miss you out here in these Nick streets. Let me see. I think, yeah. Cam from the Kickback said, we finally have culture and identity. Haven't had it since Spreewell, Houston, etc. 25 years we've been waiting. We grew up with a solid Knicks culture and we lost it. Good to be back in the mix. 100%. 100%.
Hey, Ron, real quick, I'm going to jump off, but to my Carolina guy, I put my information. Yeah, I put my information inside, you know what I'm saying, the private chat. You can go ahead and snatch up my email and my number. Text me who you are, and I'll lock it in. We just go from there, man. Continue to make, you know what I'm saying, the New York, South Carolina.
Hey, I got you. And when I go up to Raleigh, I'll hit you up because I go up there. I work for the railroad, so I go up there all the time.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
Yo, Boogie, before you leave.
Work for the railroad, man. Listen to what's happening, man. Railroad. You can't even have a train, an Amtrak come. You hear what's talking about, man? Yo, what's going on, guy?
Hey, man. I shot you a text, so just
I saw that for tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
I saw that, man. I'm there for you, my brother.
There you go.
Yep.
You already know what it is.
I saw it too, Corey. I got you.
There
Man,
you
y'all
go.
need to continue having a blessful day. Let's go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Not only get number 10 for the night, let's get that broom, that dustpan, and that broom. Don't forget we won in LA, right? We won in LA?
Yes.
Okay, let's get that broom on them
Give them the
purple stripes
business.
for today, man. The business, man. Shout out
Yeah.
Big Luke.
Lucas, say goodbye.
Luke,
to Jay
recap
Boogie.
it.
Hey, Jay Bud, appreciate you, brother.
No doubt.
All right. So let me get back to my guy. Oh, wait, hold on, one more. NYC BBall 08. Thank you for the generous super chat. He said the Knicks are one of the few teams that still plays defense. That's why the leagues and the refs hate us. Yeah, you know, and that's true. That to Jay Boogie's point too. That's you know, we're one of the few teams that invested in defense. All the teams that invested in offense, and it shows around the league with the high scoring and the lack of defense in some of these games. So yeah, man, and I think listen, quiet is kept. That's the reason. Do we have as much talent as Boston? I don't know. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. Maybe they look better on paper. You know what I mean? Milwaukee's iffy. I don't know about that. But like when it comes to some teams, the difference is how we play ball. If we go out there, they can have all that offensive talent. Yeah, it's going to be tough. But if we put enough defense on them, give them fits, take them out of their comfort zone, they're going to be in a problem. It's going to be the playoffs. They're going to be like, what we're going to do? That's the thing. Offense can win games, but defense will keep you in games. So listen, I think our Knicks are in a good spot right now. We all right. We chilling. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, Ron.
Go ahead.
What's up with these rumors I've been reading yesterday and last night and this morning about LeBron James wants to come to New York? Is that baloney?
Oh, you came in late. I had already. I mean, don't get me started.
Yeah,
don't get me started.
I came in late too, but that's talking about the culture because now he's wanting to jump on the bandwagon.
We should tell him it's too late.
It's too late.
No, I told him already. I told him. He heard it. Stephen A. heard some stuff from me too.
We don't need geriatrics here.
No. I'm cool. I'm cool with LeBron. I'm not bringing you in to take credit for what we building here. It's
no
cool.
way.
Yeah. No, we all right. We straight. LBJ.
Thanks, but no thanks.
There's only one player really that I could say that I would be happy if we traded for, and that would be Jimmy Butler.
Butler? Yeah, I'd take him.
I mean, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. That Jimmy Butler stuff is starting to creep up. I don't think Pat Riley would ever trade with the Knicks.
No.
This is the Knicks are hot right now, and even when we're not hot, we're used as trade fodder, and people throw us in everything. Everybody. If this person opts out or if this person gets traded, he would love to come to. Sure, they would, but I mean, the Jimmy stuff is real. Like if Jimmy's getting traded, I'm sure the Knicks would be on his list because him and Tom Thibodeau, they creatures, like they love each other. I just don't see Pat Riley doing it. But that is one trade that I will say, and I don't care what you guys say out there, Knick fans. You may hate Jimmy Butler, but if Jimmy Butler's free, Jimmy Butler, we're gonna have to entertain. We're gonna have to think about that one.
He's the only one I really see that would bring us over that hump and help us. You know, everybody else, all the other rumors, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah, because the thing about Jimmy Butler is he's a good basketball player, and he takes he's not the way he saves his body and the way he plays his game. He don't take the spotlight from your other players. So Jimmy could come into the Knicks and understand that Brunson is the dude and play his role.
And he's not going to take away from the defensive culture we got.
Right. He definitely is going to help with that. And plus, listen, I never thought Jimmy was going to be this good. I thought he had talent, but Jimmy is a bucket, like a big bucket getter. When you need a bucket, Jimmy's a bucket getter. And
especially in the playoffs.
Jimmy. Forget playoff Jimmy. Right. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, all right. And Cully said, love the show. Always, Ron. Yo, this is Ron. Get on. Every time I tune in, I'm just waking up. I hear you, bro. Hey, like I said, brother, you young. I'm 46, going to be 47. You are not there. So enjoy your life, brother. Enjoy. But like I said, we still miss you in these Knicks streets.
Bro, I wish I was 46 again. Yo, we had our last one when I was your age, so I'm good.
Hey, Yeah, y'all making me feel better. I'm the young one here. I'm 44.
Oh, look at you! Enjoy it,
Yeah,
brother.
so young.
There's a lot of
No,
black in
I don't.
in that beard thing.
Let me tell you something, man. With all due respect, I left the 40s a minute ago. So, and when I say my youngest, I mean like she's like 6 years old. So
I hear you. I hear you, brother. I hear you. That's okay, Corey. You know, every year is more another year of wisdom. So enjoy
no
it.
doubt, because I'm a grandfather anyway, so it doesn't matter.
There you
Nice, very nice.
Shout out to to Santi Mig. Santi Mig, I know this is my first time seeing you in the chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for being here and rocking with us. Okay. All right. So let me get back to this question. I'm sorry I delayed it so long. Shout out to Jersey Shore as well. Appreciate you, Jersey. Thank you for being here. So I don't personally know right now what the Knicks have planned with all these picks. I can tell you one thing that I know for certain. If I didn't believe it before, I believe it now. The Knicks do not want to trade for anybody right now and give up too many of those first-round picks.
Yes.
That is for certain. The one thing I can tell you that seems like the most realistic thing that I've heard, I forgot whether it was Ian Begley who said it or Fred Katz. The Knicks are seriously interested in going after Devin Booker in the offseason.
Booker?
That's the only thing that I know that's for a fact that is probably the truth. And Devin Booker would take a big haul to get. And so they are trying to make moves, but still keep a good amount of those picks so they could flip them for Devin Booker. And I think as Knicks fans, we'd all be happy with that. I mean, Devin Booker is a good ball player. He'll definitely help us. And if you have to throw Devin Booker in that lineup, I mean, he's a good facilitator. He's got a decent height. He gets rebounds for his height. And I think he would work well with Jalen Brunson. So that's one of them things, like if that's the case. But the Knicks have 8 first-round picks that they can actually trade over the next few years, because there's some first-round picks you can't trade. You got to keep those. So they got 8 that they can trade. Listen, I mean, look, if you wind up doing something where you got to use 2 of those picks right now to get somebody to help the team, if that's the case, fine. If not, then you figure out another way. But if you got to throw like 5 picks in the offseason or something like that for Devin Booker,
yes,
sign me up, done, dealt, it's out of here.
I agree. It just depends on who else gets thrown in that mix.
Right.
Because I don't think I'd be willing to lose like Hart or Divicenzo, somebody like that.
Okay. I'm with you. No, I don't want to do that either. I hear
because you don't want to break up the foundation in order to build a roof.
True. And I got to tell you, I don't think they need him. But I was going to say, if worse comes to worse, in a Devin Booker deal, I would probably trade Mitch. I know, I'm sorry, but it's Devin Booker. I would do it. I don't want to trade Mitch. I'm just telling you, I would do it.
I would trade Mitch and just make sure you sign Hartenstein first.
Oh no, you got to do that. You got to do that. I mean, it could be because you can't. I only say Mitch because Mitch is somebody we still have control over. You can't really trade Hartenstein. Like after the season is over, he's going to be a free agent. We got like a small window. We'd have to re-sign him, and we can't move him once we re-sign him. So like he's not the guy. Mitch is the chip that we could use.
And you know what? I think offensively, Hartenstein is better.
He's better offensively, yes.
Yeah, and they're similar defensively.
Similar. I think Mitch
has a little
Hartenstein
edge.
Hartenstein has been playing great defensively. But with the addition of OG, he looks even better. But I think if you put Mitch out there with OG, as a lot of people have been saying, as Corey has said, I mean, Mitch would be a monster out there with OG running around with him. Crazy.
Thank you. Because I was about to blow my shot.
No. We know.
We know what Mitch could do. It's just that would probably be the only piece that, even though it would hurt, that I'd be willing to give up for Devin Booker.
I'm not. Yeah, as much as I like Devin Booker and I love him, because y'all don't remember the commercial they used to have back in the day, the Nike commercial, Booker. when I saw that commercial the first time, I was like, "Who's that kid?"
Well,
But with that said, though, you can't. And I don't like using these type of words. I'm not gonna sell my soul for a player that has not shown himself or proven himself in my eyes. That's gonna make sure that because I think that we have what it takes to go over the hump. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sell my soul for somebody who's not gone over the hump or has even met that type of esteem. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. And for me, I'm 50-50 because sometimes he shows he has that fight, but most of the time he don't have that dog in him.
Actually, but the only thing I exclaim for that is because he's not he hasn't been surrounded by the right type of people outside of maybe CP3. And that's the only excuse I'm gonna give him, because CP3 has made him has solidified who he is, as far as in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? But to bring him into our Knicks culture, he has to assimilate.
Right. And I think he would, Corey. I think he would, because your point is a really good point that the average fan doesn't think about. That Phoenix culture. I mean, yes, was they winning games? They were winning games, and they were having fun. A lot of fun. Some might say too much fun. That culture over there was a little raucous. Them young kids was running the asylum. Shout out to Monty Williams. He had them playing, but I don't know if he had them respecting, because as you can see, once the adversity started to come, that's when things started to be questioned. Like the locker room, they're clowning around all the time. They're dancing on the court instead of being focused on the game. These young guys, they're doing all types of stuff. Then you had that whole weird situation between Monty Williams and DeAndre Ayton, freaking saga. Then Ayton gets the offer sheet from Indiana, and we think he's leaving. And then Phoenix decides to match. Like, what are we doing? Just wild stuff over there in Phoenix. So, yeah, I don't know if he's had the right culture around him.
And see, that's the thing. Like you said, Monty Williams, he wasn't doing what Tibbs was doing, holding them accountable, teaching them how to be men. And everybody was getting, mad at Tibbs for doing what he was doing with Obi and all them, but he was teaching them how to be men.
Facts.
That's true. That's fair. I mean, and Tibbs had his moments too, where certain guys he wasn't holding accountable.
Yeah.
But now he's pretty much holding everybody accountable. Tibbs has taken a little bit of a shift in regards to how he deals with guys, and I appreciate it. It took time, but we're here. But yeah, I think. But that's the thing. I think the other thing that I was going to say to it, and I'll get out the way, is I think the Knicks have the culture now. So anybody we get, they come in, they gotta have to acquiesce and learn this culture, because this is what's here. You're coming in to rock with us. We good. We all right over here. And I think Booker would do that, because I think Booker, he's not. NYC BBall says Booker's a fake tough guy. Yeah, I don't like that for him. He's not that dude. You know what I mean? But I think you bring him into a situation where you already got dogs here. You already got smart basketball players. You already got a good defensive culture. You got a coach that's learning how to keep guys accountable now and look at everybody the same instead of just favoritism. I think Booker would be able to fit in nicely over here. And the other thing, for the people that be wondering how can we pay all these guys and keep them, there's a road where the Knicks could keep Jalen Brunson, Devin Booker, Julius Randle, Donte Divicenzo. To me, that's enough, because Donte got a nice contract, right? They can keep all four of those guys and just plug and play with other people around them. And let me tell you, that team will be rocking and winning throughout the East for a long time.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Dan. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, too, you think about it. One, you're talking about the plug and play. OG, we'll see what happens. But he said he's already willing to take less to stay with the Knicks.
If he does that, that would be great, too.
But with Booker, he could be great at times, but he doesn't have that killer instinct. In fact, I'd rather wait and get Donovan Mitchell and plug him in there and do that. You
You
know,
know what?
and
The only thing, Dan, I would say I think the Donovan Mitchell train has left the station, bro.
oh no,
I think too much time has passed.
I don't think the trade is going to come. But if he comes in free agency or something,
but you know that's still 2 years from now.
Oh yeah,
could you imagine?
But right
Nah,
now,
we're not holding our breath for
hanging
that.
over our head forever,
No.
bro.
and it's like I told you last time. I think this team reminds me of a better version of the 03 Pistons.
Someone else
Okay.
said, I think there's a lot to that.
All
That
three
they do
Pistons?
resemble that team.
Maybe.
That's a good one.
But
so go ahead, Corey.
I was gonna say this. Listen, a lot of the stuff that you just threw around, bro, is dope. It's dope. It's a lot of good food for thought. But like what just Ron just said about the culture situation, that culture was sold 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago now. We're not going to disrupt the culture because for the foreseeable future, Tibbs is going to be here, and he will not allow that. You got to ask a lot of cats to swallow pride for winning. Are they willing to do that? Are they willing to do that? Because, you know, in my professional career as a soldier, when I thought I should have been a leader, I had to swallow my pride and follow somebody else at some point when you change duty stations. And even though I didn't totally think that that person was that guy, but unfortunately he was. You have to learn some humility in your life and know who you are as a person. This is called knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? We, as human beings, project ourselves as this, and we are really this. So with that said, you know, that's a lot of movement changing, and a lot of you know, let's get over this hump right now this year. Let's get past the ECF, and inshallah we win a championship, and then we'll talk about tinkering after the fact. And then after the fact, we might not want to tinker. Might not want to tinker, because listen, once we get over that hump, I promise you, the Hartensteins might sign. Might not even will sign, or might not, but they might want to stay and keep it all a buck. You understand what I'm saying? You got to think them 70 Knicks that won, a lot of them were stuck together. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we lost a great player due to injury, and that was Willis Reed, who held them all together. You know, and this is what I'm feeling like this culture is coming all the way back around. It's coming full circle 50 some odd years later, but still it's coming back full circle. So we gotta just, you know, our wants and our needs are two different things in life. So I tell my kids, you know what I'm saying, poop in one hand and hope in the other one, see which one fills up first.
Exactly. And I agree with you, Corey. You know, patience is the key right now. You know, Leon Rose already showed us that. Patience. Just, you know, sit back and focus on what we've built so far.
Yeah. Shout out to Marcel. Well, yeah, I mean, Leon's been doing a good job, man. Like I said before, we question it because Leon moves at a different pace. He moves at his speed. But in the end, every year he's made a move that has helped this team. Just can't deny that. Shout out to Marcel Montgomery. Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you like the content. If you don't, I understand. But we welcome you here anyway.
Leon was playing chess while everybody was playing checkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, or something like that. Backgammon. Exactly. Pity pat. Something.
Who knows about that?
Yeah, that's how you. That's showing. That's what the grades gave me. That stuff. That
What?
knowledge. Shout out to Ruben
Well
Nunez
earned.
in the building. Appreciate you. He said 3-team trade: Macau to the Knicks, Murray to the Nets, Fournier, Grimes, 3 firsts to Atlanta. Yeah. Shout out to my guy Hector from Morning Brew. He's on that same page with that type of thing.
Please, I wish.
And hopefully I answered your question, Louisiana Knicks. I mean, it's tough, but to your other point, yes, I do agree that we are also in a situation where some of the guys out there that look like good moves don't necessarily make a lot of sense right now because the Knicks are buying in. They're really looking like a team now, and you don't want to upset that chemistry. You want to add to it, but don't change it, right? And then the other thing is, once again, guys, as I said before, because that's the problem. We are never satisfied as Knicks fans, and we always fall for the okie doke. Every time somebody throws something in our face, we're like, oh, yeah, that looks good. Oh, I want it. Calm down, man.
Don't chase names.
Tranquilo.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Look,
Tranquilo.
you've seen this before. I'm going to show you again. Hold on.
See if I know the ledge.
Don't jump out that window yet. Take it easy.
Don't chase the names.
Broken.
Hey, yo, she's cute, but she might not be for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gotta relax.
My pastor told me a while ago. He said, people always think that the grass is always greener on the other side, and it might be, but that's because there's a septic tank below it.
Facts.
Facts. But you know what? It's sad, and I hate to use him as an example, but he is an example. It sucks. Joel Embiid, man. Look at what happens. Like, you just never know what's going to happen. The one thing about Joel Embiid that follows him wherever he is, he's injury prone. He gets injured. He's great, but he gets injured. You'll know that what would happen right now. What if 2 weeks ago, let's say 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, whatever, the Knicks pulled off a blockbuster trade and traded for Joel Embiid, and then Joel Embiid tears his meniscus right now. Oh my God. You know how sick fans would be?
Know what that would remind me of? When we traded Patrick Ewing and we got what's my man name?
Vin Baker, Glenn Rice.
No, the old boy from Denver,
McDice.
That was the draft pick they traded for him. They traded Nene and some draft pick, right?
What's even worse, what it reminds me of worse is when Isaiah Thomas did all that for Eddie McFlurry.
Yeah, what a bum.
Man, come on, you almost made Ron choke,
right?
You almost made Ron choke. You almost made Ron choke.
That was a joke.
Come on, man. Let's stop this right now, because we ain't going back down memory lane like that.
Oh my God, Eddie Curry, bro. Ooh-wee.
I like them because I used to watch him on that little show that they had with him coming up as a high school baller. You know what I'm saying?
No, he had game. Eddie Curry could ball. He just balled when he wanted to. He balled when he wanted to.
And he turned into a ball.
A burger.
Butterball.
Appreciate you, Marcel. Thank you, man. And hopefully you tune in and to all the shows we got going on. As I wrap up the show, if you're around, I'll mention what shows we got going on, what we do out here in these streets, these Knicks streets and stuff. Let me also shout out couple more people. Where was I at? Oh, my guy Vaughn Allen, a member to SKF. Appreciate you, Vaughn. Hope you're doing well. He said Booker is him. Giannis doesn't go crazy in game 6. Book might have a ring. That's true. Oh, and I wanted to say something too, because I see the chat saying a lot of things about Booker being a tough guy, fake and all this stuff, and sometimes not hitting the shot when you need to hit the shot. But he did hit the shot against the Knicks. Remember that fall away 3 that he hit to win the game? But anyway.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
My point that I was going to make is, and this is what I love, this is the best thing that I could tell any fellow Knicks fan out there when it comes to any superstar player. I know they're a superstar. I know they might be able to take the keys. We don't need them to. Jalen Brunson is the man here now. When it comes to a final shot, I'm good with Jalen Brunson. When it comes to a guy that hasn't been able to get over the hump and he's missing something, Jalen Brunson is the answer. If we would have got Joel Embiid here, all that stuff, like, oh, Joel hasn't been able to win anything. He hasn't played with Jalen Brunson. You know, anybody, call anything to any of these people. You haven't played with Jalen Brunson. Brunson is the key for me. And that's why I think, Soulfinger's in the back somewhere. Come on back, Soulfinger. And let me put the invite there to make it easy just in case you lose.
And Ron, the only thing that I'm disappointed about with Devin Booker was that they didn't trade Porzingis for him when the offer was there.
That listen, I gotta say, as a Knicks fan in hindsight, yeah, that's one that, like, damn, right? You can't trade Porzingis the way Porzingis looked like he was gonna be here. Like, Porzingis was a good basketball player. If you look at them Porzingis days, them numbers, Porzingis was good, and he was only ascending. If he didn't get hurt, Porzingis would have turned into a superstar.
But they offered Booker and a pick.
Right.
Hold on a second, but that was his brother. Let's
Yeah. Oh yeah. We know what happened with it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, that would have been tough anyway for the Knicks to do it and for the fan base to be okay with it. Eventually, we would have been, as soon as we saw Booker balling, we would have been like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I regret about Booker. I don't regret them not holding out now, but trading the hindsight, like you said, hindsight's always 20/20.
Yeah. I also wanted to shout out Jabroni Z. Oh man, do you smell what the Rock is cooking? Jabroni in the building. He said, "I'd rather have Mikal Bridges instead of Booker."
I agree.
mean, listen, I'm not mad at it, but I want to tell you one thing. Mikal Bridges looks great right now for this currently constructed Knicks team. He fits perfectly. But if next year the Knicks decide that we're not going to keep Julius Randle, it'd be nice to have a Booker to take over for Randle to complement, Brunson. Mikal can help complement, but Mikal's no Booker. Like, Booker can take up the load of scoring and really be that second piece to help with Brunson,
but Ron,
whatever's going on. And one thing, Dan, hold on before I forget, because I forget, old age and the gray hairs. One thing I was going to say is, you know how I mentioned that the Knicks are definitely in a spot where they could keep Brunson, Randle, go out and get a Booker, be able to afford Booker, and keep like a Donte Divicenzo, right? I said that, and you guys know I didn't mention OG. I know, because you never know what's going to happen with OG. If he takes the discount, great. But the flip side of that too is, if they do decide to pay OG, we can then be able to keep OG, Booker, if we went to get Booker, I'm just saying, Brunson, Donte Divicenzo, and let Julius go, because we can't keep, if we paying all these guys, we definitely can't keep two power forwards or whatever you want to call OG. One of them got to go. And Hartenstein might be somewhere in the mix if he takes the discount. Like, there's a way, if the Knicks can just get these guys under and have them on the team, they can keep all these guys and just do what Golden State. Golden State has been over the luxury tax for like 8 years. I don't know how many years it's been. They've been over the luxury tax forever, but they've been winning, so it don't matter. Knicks get to that point, we're not gonna care. It's not our money anyway. Shout out to James Dolan.
That's the argument. Yo, hold on a second. Oh,
what up, my
man.
guy? Soul Finger. What's up, brother?
Soul Finger.
What's happening, fellas? What's going down? I'm not gonna be in long. I just want to, slide on in real quick. And I see all this greatness up here on screen. Shout out to my man Ron, who's been holding it down. Ron, you kind of like that cool drink, that nice sip of lemonade on a spring day with a cool breeze. Just keep everybody nice, mellow, and chill. You know what I'm saying? But man, C. Lee, it's been, y'all, that last conversation we had on the phone, bro, you wild. Y'all wild. Talking about them doggone hams. You know what that is, inside hams.
The Virginia hams.
Yeah, man, bro. And my man, Danny Landis.
Soul Finger.
And then it was my man, because is it Dan or is it Dunn? Because I can't.
No, that's Dan. I didn't even realize we got two Dans in here.
Yeah, good. Hey, nice meeting you there, my man.
What's going on?
All right, I know the last time I was on here, man, Moby Dick was still a sardine. So, I just want to, like I said, slide on in and just say what's up real quick. Guys talking that good Knicks talk and everything, and right now
we're in a pokey bait.
Man, look, we are in a beautiful position. It's lovely, And those of us who suffered, those of us remember those 90 Knicks, how great things were. You can walk around with your taco meat hanging out your shirt and everything, walking around and stuff, talking, how it goes down. And then we hit that dry spell, man. It was like, man, everybody laughing at you and poking fun. We the butt of all jokes and everything. And the funny thing about it now, they really try to reach for jokes, but then they can't have a joke. It's like you go into a comedy show and the comedian sucks. That's what they got right now. And shout out to Kendrick Perkins, the only one in media, one of the few in media that's been holding it down for us. Speaking on behalf. You cats have been talking about some real good stuff. I would say this. I'm not really looking for a major trade. If it is, it's gonna be like a piece, a smaller piece. A smaller piece that would be a big addition. Don't look for the big name because it's gonna happen in the offseason if we do anything. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you now, fellas. I did not like the team when we first started. I wasn't excited about the season, and I was like, whatever. I'm gonna support because it's my team, but I wasn't excited. Then we made the trade for OG, and I saw the pieces we got back and what we gave up for. Because before, everybody wanted go get OG, but they were ready to sell the right kidney, the left kneecap, one of the family jewels, and the firstborn to get them. You know what I'm saying? And then Leon made moves. Like I said, he playing chess, and these cats were playing thumb. They were over there thumb wrestling. So it was a beautiful thing. So I would say just hold off on it. And I was talking to my man, and I don't mean to be long-winded, but I was talking to my man, our man, Mr. Ron Cleveland. Shout out, man.
Shout out.
And he brought this up to me. A lot of ways we're about to get a brand new team, possibly. Hear me out. It sounds crazy because this is what Ron was saying. Randle is going to come back after All-Star game, right? After All-Star game, after the trade deadline. Randle's been able to rest. Don't look for him to come out the box like he was. He's going to build back up. But that's like getting a brand new player again because he's going to be rested. And the other thing, if everything works out and Mitch comes back, bruh, that's like a whole new player. That's a new player back onto the team. And you know what? Mitch can come off the bench to get, whatever. You don't break up the chemistry we got going. But Mitch coming off the bench, man, look, I'm going to call it now. And I'm not one of those to jump out the building or jump head first off a bridge or whatever. But ECF at the least.
Yeah.
Well, Soulfinger, you know what the biggest thing that I got from Randle's injury was the fact that we were able to see what Precious Achuiwa could do for us.
Look,
100%.
Dan, hey, that's a beautiful thing because you know what? I was talking to my man Alawaz and was telling him, I said, you know what? I'm looking at him, and I know people in the chat before in chat saying, man, Precious got to go. He can't do anything. I said, look, he's playing out of position. The man's a power forward. He's been playing center all this time. He's having that. You can use him at center, but all the time you put him at power forward. Now you're seeing what this man can do. And he's flourishing. And I'm one of those that was hard on Tears. Run, Danny, C. Lee. Y'all know I was hard on Tears. I was not a big Tears supporter. But you know what? I got to take sometimes you just got to know when to shut up. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. Because right now he proved me wrong, and a lot of other fans. You know what? In Tibbs, I trust. I'm rolling with Tibbs right now, man. I can't look. We playing defense, something that a lot of teams don't buy into because it's all about the flash and all that other stuff. We buying into defense, and you said I was listening to you as I was getting myself together, but other teams are buying into offense. We want to put up but you can't. You can't put a cover on the bed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no defense. It's like Swiss cheese, or as our man, as Clyde would say, the Teflon defense. Just slide right off. Now we got guys like fly paper. They make it hard. They up in them like a wedgie. So you got to love the way things are going. The culture change, and the other thing. And I saw Stephen A. talking about, LeBron, man, stop, and halt, stop, pause, whatever you want to say. Man, we don't want geriatric cats coming up here, man.
No.
We don't need all that. His time has come. His past. We don't need a LeBron. We're good. We got JB and we got Randle. And other younger cats will want to follow. But right now, it's a beautiful thing we got going on in New York. So, you can always improve, but man, enjoy this ride, man. It's like I said, I'm out here in sunny San Diego, man. For once, we're dealing with 5 days of rain, but it's sunny right now. Man, it's like when you hopping in, you either hit your sunroof or put the convertible, let the top down on the convertible and just go for a cruise by the beach, man. That's what we should be enjoying. Playing some Isleys as you cruise.
Facts. Yeah. Listen.
Well. Yeah.
Can't be mad at it. I can't be mad at it. And I will tell you that if the Knicks can stay together and stay healthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if by some chance, now this can happen without this happening, but if by some chance Mitchell Robinson comes back and he can give you 90% of what we used to Mitchell Robinson doing, I think the Knicks is going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah,
and I think they might have a chance to go to the finals.
Yeah,
because that goes back to that whole thing. All these teams are gearing up on offense. Some teams try to address the defensive side, but no team is addressing the defense like the Knicks. And let's not forget, since January, since the day one of the OG trade, the Knicks are number one in the NBA in defense.
Yep.
And that is a fact, and it matters. If we get to the playoffs, they can stay healthy, and they bring Mitch back. All that stuff, I'm telling you, even Boston is going to have a problem because if they try to get into the lane, Mitch is waiting. None of that more Mitch going out to the three-point line to guard this guy's man, that guy. No, we got OG Roman. We got Deuce coming in when he comes in. We got Hart doing what he's doing. Donte's playing his defense.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, the Knicks will be in a crazy position to make some waves. So just let's see what happens, man.
Hey, Ron, Donte is nasty too, bro. His defense too.
Donte's great, bro.
Too.
Yeah.
And shout out to Donte, by the way.
Yes.
Shout out to Donte once again. Shout out to Precious. Shout out to the guys that came to this Knick team. And once again, as Knick fans, we didn't give them a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying me. I'm putting the we in it, but it ain't me. You know what I mean? I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
But
Hold on a second, Ron. I raised my hand. I was one.
Listen, it's okay. You don't got to admit it. We know who
man.
you are.
We know. Hey.
It's okay. Sometimes you got to see it happen. You got to see it happen,
bro. There's nothing wrong with being stand corrected.
You got to see it happen sometimes. But
nobody's right 100% of the time.
Right.
Exactly.
I knew that Donte was a baller. And I got to tell you, I've said it multiple times.
Yep.
Maybe my sample size, maybe I was a little jaded. I knew Precious could ball, man. I'm telling you, I know it's only one game, but that USA game, that Nigeria team with Precious was getting busy. I'm telling you, he had me like, I was like, yo, this kid is nice. And I call him a kid because I'm older, but you know.
Yeah, look, I feel you. I feel you on that because
that is what it is, man.
When he was in Memphis, I knew he was nice playing with Wiseman. I was like, yo, how can we get him?
Yeah,
but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think about it. You know, I was like,
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, Divicenzo, when he was in Milwaukee, I liked him.
I did too. I was with you. I'm with you on that, Dan.
You know,
and besides,
going back to what you were saying earlier about Ron, when we were talking about real quick about Booker over Mikal Bridges,
right?
With the chemistry, the only reason I'd rather have Bridges is because he already played with them.
Right.
Villanova boy.
No, I get it.
Hey,
they definitely got that thing. Yeah,
I'm rolling with Dan. Hey, I'm rolling with you on that, Dan, because I like that Bridge at Villanova. Because I was even talking about if you make a smaller move, and I probably get somebody want to probably run me out of town for saying this, but I'm thinking about another Villanova player that didn't play with them. Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
So
bring him off the bench.
Oh yeah.
But I mean,
Who's
if
that?
you want smaller move,
Sadiq Bey.
Sadiq Bey.
He's good. I forgot about that guy.
Yep.
Well,
you know what?
Trading for him before until Atlanta.
That's a good point, Soul Finger, and it lends something to something else that I was thinking about. And I know Knick fans are still on the fence about this, but let me tell you something. Sadiq Bey, right, obviously has that Villanova connection. We know what he does out there, right? The other person that has been mentioned with the Knicks a lot is Bruce Brown, right?
Yeah,
and a lot of Knick fans, the same thing I keep hearing, and I understand, I get it. Is Bruce Brown is Josh Hart. Like, why are we going to bring in Bruce Brown when we got Josh Hart? Let me tell you something. It goes back to the thing that the Knicks have been trying to build. Bruce Brown, Josh Hart, Donte DiVincenzo, Sadiq Bey,
They got motives,
These
man.
guys are all similar. Donte's probably the better offensive player of all three of them, all four of them, should I say? But they all, everything else, they all do the same thing.
The
that thing helps you win basketball games.
Yeah.
The only thing I could say about Bruce Brown, yeah, you could bring him in. He'll fit seamlessly, but his biggest asset would be a trade piece in the offseason.
Which might have to come to fruition.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad thing to bring him in and
No.
be able to flip him again to go get that other player. But so the whole thing is, all I'm saying is, that whole bad problem that we have of having guys that at the same position that are the same size and not having a lot of size, it's an issue. But when you got players that ball, it don't matter. Because let me tell you something, Bruce Brown plays the type of game to get you some wins. You know what I mean? Josh Hart, he may not be what we thought he was as far as offensively, but the other stuff he does, if he's healthy, I'm going to go back to that too with Josh Hart. Because a lot of Knicks fans have been getting on Josh Hart. Josh Hart hasn't been healthy, guys. And Josh Hart has been playing hurt, dealing with that freaking tendonitis stuff that's going on in his leg, his knee, whatever it is, and he's been playing through it. You got to give him credit, man, because that's the part of the reason. There was a reason why Brunson said when he gets his head right, he's going to be right, because he knows that he's been dealing with stuff. So that's the type of guy that has been helping us get to these victories, and he has been big for us. And then Donte Divicenzo, I can't say enough about him, and I understand why Knicks fans have really bought in now and don't want to see this guy go anywhere. He is the best of both worlds. He's doing everything for us. I didn't realize how much. I knew he was a baller. I knew he could dunk. I knew he had a good shot, and I knew he played some defense. But what I didn't know about him is the hustle. Donte hustles.
He's
This
tough.
dude does too. So yeah, that's huge for us.
They'll wind up. They'll make history if they win a championship here. Mikal Bridges comes. The Villanova team that won the championship wins in New York.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say I want to do all Villanova, but that was looking at what we were previously looking at when I brought up. Brought up Bay, and also a wing wouldn't be bad at all. But Bruce Brown, BB ain't bad either, because I liked him. I was looking at when his name was linked to us in the offseason. So I'm looking at players that were previously linked to us that could actually contribute and fit in. We're on a beautiful, man. We're in a really beautiful position, man. It's like that Keith Murray track, the most beautifulest thing in the world right now.
Just like that,
right? Yeah, that's a fact.
And the Knicks playing defense will definitely get in you. So
oh wow,
I see what you doing there. That's funny because I know him.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I would say that the thing about it is Saddiq Bey might be. See, once again, you know how we go back to this whole thing that everybody we think the Knicks are going to get, who they really targeting, and then they wind up getting somebody that was mentioned but not quite who we thought.
Yeah,
Saddiq Bey might be that guy. You hear the Bruce Brown talk, you hear the DeJounte talk, all the big wigs.
Yeah, fourth quarter Jordan.
Right, but Saddiq Bey gives you what Bruce Brown can give you, but he's way cheaper. So he might be the guy that the Knicks actually wind up with. You never know.
Saddiq Bey's bigger too.
Yeah, he's 6'7", but he plays
he's
power. He can play. He's a small forward who plays power forward. But then don't forget fourth quarter Jordan, Alex Burks. That's another player that's been coming around his name because Tears loves familiarity. That's a possibility.
That's right. That's what people think is going to be. Soulfinger, Alec Burks. Yeah.
And he makes $3 million less than Saddiq Bey. I was kind of looking at that. But I think any one of those three players would be a good fit for us.
You happy with that, Burks?
I mean, you know what? I like fourth quarter Jordan, though, man. I mean, granted, he'll do a bonehead pass, but he played hard in fourth quarter, man. It's just, but I just worry. Only thing I worry about Tibbs, because, Tibbs loved him some Burks, and he put him in positions, ran him too long. That's the only thing. Because sometimes you have to save a player from the stuff.
I'm worried about that too, Soulfinger. But you know what I will say? I think we got the answer for that. There's too many Villanova boys on this team now for Tibbs to get back into that stuff. And Jalen Brunson is the answer. He's not letting that happen. So we good. We good.
I would also say this regarding that is before he had him, you got to look at what the team was. This is a whole totally different construction.
We needed everything this dude gave us. I mean, we had this guy out there as our starting point guard. What were we doing?
We
don't need it. And done that with my no kneecaps.
See,
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Yo, real talk. Y'all didn't notice, like in the Indiana game, I think I want to say it was Miles McBride who made a bonehead play. He was
Oh,
on
you
the
talking about that
court
one
with
pass, this one turnover he had?
yeah. But I
yeah.
was just about to say,
Hold
Miles
on,
McBride.
hold second. Let me get my thought off real quick. When he made that bonehead play, and Jalen Brunson looked at Tibbs, and Tibbs was like infuriated, and Jalen Brunson told him, "Said, chill out, we got this." You know what I'm saying? So with that said, the trust and the leadership of Jalen Brunson, yeah, it matters because his voice has major volume, and it holds some weight. When you could tell somebody who's stubborn and hard headed,
like a
you
mule.
talking to a dad. Like sometimes I forget what my wife say. So, but when my mama speak, I'm like, huh? Okay. That's the type of pull. You know what I'm saying? When certain people who you respect speaks. So, you know, like I say, Knicks fans, that's all.
And Corey, like you were saying, Corey, like you were saying, that's the name that people keep forgetting is, Miles McBride. To me, we don't need Burks. We got Miles McBride.
Nah, stop.
I'd rather have Sadiq Bey than
Two different players, guy.
No, the reason why I say I stop, and I hate to cut you off, bro.
Yeah.
And Miles, I love Miles. And I'm not trying to let him, I will not throw out the baby for the bathwater. When it comes to Miles needs a veteran right there. He is right there. When I say he's like right there, when I say that man right there is like scratching at the surface and right there, he is not even, he's popping the bubble to get to the surface to even get to the ceiling. I see what he is. I see who he is.
Yeah.
And I understand now why Knicks fans love him the way they do. Wiz, I'm talking to you. I understand why you like him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't touched the curry powder, bro. There ain't no curry chicken in the house. No jerk, no jerk salmon.
Okay.
But the point is, and I shout out Nick, Wiz, just for the simple fact that I understand who he is. It's just that he just needs, instead of more curry, he needs a little jerk with him, so he can get his ball handling together and understand the offense and be confident. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be able to command the offense in the second unit of the reserves. He needs to be the general of the reserves, like I was talking about earlier. He needs to be the general of the reserves, so we can say, here you go, and we have no problem.
But he's learning. And you see, you think about it.
That's the point.
He's learning under Brunson, and think about it. Brunson in his first year, he wasn't doing what he's doing now.
Facts. I agree. No, we on the same page, bro. We on the same page.
But even with that, I just want to say you're right. Brunson wasn't doing what he's doing now, but that's also because Brunson was feeling out the city, feeling out the team. He was coming into a Julius Randle, RJ Barrett.
No, I'm not talking about in New York. I'm talking about when he was with Dallas in his first few years.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
100%.
Miles is going to grow into it.
Point.
Especially under Jalen Brunson. You saw how in Indiana, that game against Indiana, he was playing defense like crazy. He had them scrambling.
Yo, he brought us back.
Yeah, because
in
he
the
would,
third
you know what,
quarter.
and that's the thing.
Second
That
and
goes
third
back
quarter.
to the whole thing about guys buying into the chemistry and into the culture. Jalen knows he's not the best defender. He knows he's got some stuff that he can't get over, his height and stuff like that. But he's a willing defender. He'll do what he can. And if he knows I can't do nothing, guess what? I'm gonna put myself in a position to draw a charge. Like Brunson, and you're right. That's a good point, Dan. In that game, he was trying to play some defense. He was trying to
Yeah,
play
he was
some
on.
defense.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
appreciate that. And
He brought us back.
let me just shout out a couple more people, and I want to get to this game preview for the Lakers tonight because we do have a game tonight, Knicks fans, at 8:30. Knicks versus Lakers. We're going for 10 in a row. We'll see what happens, folks. We'll see what happens, but you know, it's always gonna be fun while we get there. Shout out to Anna Grill in the building. Salute Anna Grill. Thank you for being here. RG, the OG, is in the building. Hey man, listen, that's okay. You wonder what Hart and Ragu done in the playoffs. That's all right. You can watch this year. We can talk about it.
Yeah, facts.
Parrish Duggar had something to say about Devin Booker. Oh yeah, the choke artist. Yeah, I talked about that already. Shout out to Double A once again, and happy birthday to Double A. His birthday is tomorrow. The big 6'5". Let's go, Double A. He
Yes,
says
sir.
salute.
Happy
Glad
birthday.
to see y'all. Yes, sir. He says salute. Glad to see y'all still rocking with our boy Ron. Thanks again, Ron and John, for allowing me to spit my takes. I am very appreciative of the opportunity and the content you provide. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you as always. He also gave us a super chat here. He said, "What about OG Ron?" Because I had left him out of my thing about the Knicks re-signing players and keeping them long term. But yeah, he's still in the mix. But I was giving you one scenario. There's a different scenario too. Appreciate you, bro. Craig said, "Oh my God, Ron, did you just see the Bleacher Report that LeBron said today he considered joining the Knicks?" Yeah. I talked about that in my rant about LeBron. He spurned us twice. The first time in our backyard in Connecticut when he took his talents to South Beach, and the second time when he said he joined the Lakers, he considered joining the Knicks. Yeah, whatever.
It's always the same thing. They consider, I considered, I considered going.
Yeah.
Stop, man. Stop,
Yeah.
man.
I considered being a Cleveland Cavalier fan a long time ago. It never happened. Sorry. I considered it though.
Well,
just like me consider that's like me considering Aaliyah, and then I got Beyonce. Whatever.
You know what I mean? There's a difference there. It's a difference. Shout out to Killer Kamikaze in the building. Salute. I definitely don't remember seeing your name in the chat before, but if you've been here, appreciate you for returning. If it's your first time, thank you for being here. He said, salute to y'all. As someone born in the late 90s, I've never seen my team thrive like this. I am beyond super ecstatic. And I shouted guys out, guys like you out early when I started the show, Killer Kamikaze, because I'm happy for you guys, because I know you younger fans have not been able to see this. As a person who grew up in the late 70s, I got to witness the Knicks in the 90s. I got to see that run that we were on. And I hate to say it, it sounds like an excuse, but the real fans know. Listen, we came in a time where the NBA was, it was incredible, right?
Yeah.
We had to go through Reggie Miller, and most importantly, we had to go through Michael Jordan. If there was no Michael Jordan at that time, or if he was in the West Coast, who knows how many rings this Knicks team could have had. But it is what it is.
Well,
it is what it is.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that, because I was about to go lose my mind and say, man.
It was a tough time, man. But one thing I will say for those who don't remember or couldn't really appreciate it because you wasn't around, because I know how that is. When I look back at the 70s, I didn't witness that. I didn't see Clyde in his heyday. I only saw videos afterward and heard about it. It's a different thing. But let me tell you, in the 90s, every year it was another year. We making the playoffs. Can we get over the hump? That's all it was. But it was every year you knew the Knicks were going to be good.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're hoping that this Knicks team becomes. That same type of thing where every year we know they're good. How far can they go? Can we get there? When we get there, can we repeat? It's one of them things. Like, that's what this Knicks team needs to be. We'll see. Shout out to Organic Fanatics Show. Appreciate you, my brother. What up, Raul? And the whole familia out there. He said, what's good, SKF and Ron? Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. Thank you to Stream Elements once again for updating me. Thanks for subscribing, Richard Hernandez. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here and rocking with me. Much love, man. Thank you. Also, Stream Elements is letting me know subscribing. A new subscriber is Wicked GT. Appreciate you. Thank you, Wicked GT. It's always good to have new people to learn about what we got going on and appreciate the content. Shout out to my guy Paris Duggar. Thank you for the generous super chat. He says Nova Ops is real. Sadiq Bey is probably next, y'all. Yeah, he might be. I mean, like I said, he's very favorable in the fact that he's not making a lot of money. He can do some of the things that we already like.
13 mil, 2 more years to go, I think, on that contract.
Yeah, the only thing I will say though is Sadiq Bey. Someone said it in the chat, like Sadiq Bey's not all that. No, he's not. He really isn't.
He's not.
I mean, he averages around 12 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, and you say that, but that's pretty good, Ron. How can you say he's not all? He's playing 32 minutes a night.
Yeah,
so, you know what I mean? Like,
but Ron,
I mean, he's playing a lot.
he was playing. It's where he's at too, because he was doing better when he was in Detroit. I liked him when he was in Detroit.
Yeah.
So it's all about where you get put, because it's like Precious Achuiwa. He wasn't in the right position.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And this is another thing, man. Like I said, and this is gonna sound crazy coming from me. So, Ron, I hope you're sitting down. You fellas sitting down, because you know how I was about Tibbs. For some reason, man, Tibbs is like, I don't know if he's sprinkling what kind of powder he's sprinkling on. He giving them BC powder or putting cayenne pepper in a sports drink or something. But he's transforming a lot of these cats that's coming to the team, and they're playing better. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a cat that, and he likes veterans, he's young, but he's still a veteran. He's only, if I'm not mistaken, he's 24, I think he's 24 years old. But the players have been improving. Look at Donte. Donte Divicenzo is playing probably his best ball he's been in his career.
Yeah,
just looking at how he's playing right now.
Yep.
And I got to give, like I said, it's going to sound crazy coming from me, but Tibbs got these cats playing. And you may not like Tibbs or whatever else. Look, I can go back, like I said, I can call myself out. I don't need nobody calling me out. I can call myself out on what I said about Tibbs. I wanted to get him up out of here. But I got to give him his dues, man. Give that man his props. I'm like I said, I'm buying in Tibbs, I trust. I'm just telling you that now. I ain't got nothing else to say about it.
Hey, I agree. And Tibbs, to me, he reminds me of the old head on the block that's teaching the young kids how to be a man. Be like, listen, man up.
Yep.
Yeah. Look. We've seen Tibbs mature in the way he thinks about players in real time. It's taken some time, but we've seen it start to happen. It started last year. Now, and maybe it started before that, but it was known last year. Last year was the first year we started to see little things from Tibbs. His rotation started to get better, right? He was starting to be smarter with that. He wasn't perfect, but he started to get better with it. And then the real big thing that we started to see him do was he started to hold his guys accountable. We saw him bench Julius here and there when Julius wasn't going right. He started benching RJ when RJ, before he had never done that. These dudes could go out there and do whatever. He started to do that. And now it's starting to become a culture where he's doing it. Even the game against who's the game? Maybe it was Indiana, or it might have been the game before. Even the game against, I'm gonna think it is Indiana. Even the game against Indiana, when we were shorthanded, right? And a lot of the scoring was coming from Brunson and some from Divicenzo, but Divicenzo was gassed. You know what I mean? Tibbs put him on the bench and let him rock there and rocked with whoever we had, because he was like, you know what? Right now, you tired, you're not looking too good. We need you to get a little rest because we need you. He was comfortable enough to do that. Tibbs.
Tibbs would have rolled that man to the
Donte would have been dragging himself up the court. You know what I mean?
And I agree to a certain point with that, Ron. The only thing is that last year we didn't have the same, next man up mentality, because we didn't have the same next men to come up, and they wasn't ready.
Yeah, but that goes to my point. Even then, he still was benching RJ. He stopped playing RJ in the fourth quarter. If RJ wasn't looking good, RJ wasn't playing in the fourth quarter. He stopped, like when Julius had really bad games and was making poor decisions, he sneakily put Julius on the bench. It didn't happen all the time, but he did it.
And as much as I took slack for it, I still say it. RJ, he's good, but I always said it. He was breaking up the chemistry, and he had to go You know, to me, he was always a Rodney Hood 2.0.
Well, I would say
Oh my
I would
God.
say
That's the
that
best.
that's a tough one. Rodney Hood 2.0 is
Hey,
wild.
the same alumni.
Yeah, no, it's
2.5.
true. And let me just say that you know, shout out to the alumni. You know, I'm a Dookie, but it is what it is. And I'm an original Dookie, not one of them
Yeah.
plants. I'm Grant Hill,
Me too.
Bob Leitner,
You back?
you know,
You back?
Yeah, Bobby Hurley, all of them.
that
Yeah.
God
Duke
bless
team.
you. God bless you.
Thomas
God
Hill.
bless you.
Thomas Hill,
God
baby.
bless you.
Let's go. Anyway,
God bless you.
thank you, Corey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll
Thank
just say this real quick. You know, the whole thing. You know, because of the OG trade, there's no slight on RJ or whatever, and Quick, but it's addition through subtraction. You know, really look at it. You know, bringing up, like I said, the 3 players we brought in, because even little redhead kingpin that's sitting on the bench actually give us, you know, that's something to fall back, because he can spell a couple of minutes here and there. You know, got a little redhead kingpin, and granted, he may be trade fodder to help bring in something else to improve the team as well. So, I mean, right now, like I said, I'm gonna say it over and over. We're in a really good position. We got players in that next man mentality. You can do that because Tibbs has the players. You have tip type players, guys that play defense and they can count on. And what I like about this last this run. Tibbs has been actually minute wise, especially with the injuries. He's been spreading the minutes out pretty decently, man. You know, granted he had to play some a little longer than he would like, but the simple fact that we're injured the way we are. And I saw, you know, other chats, people talking about how we won against Indiana. Oh, because Halliburton wasn't playing this and that and the third. Man, we don't have Randle, we don't have OG, we didn't have Grimes. We still won. You know, good teams, you know, teams find ways to win. You know, great teams find ways to win. You know, so that's all it's about. It's about the end of the day. Did you get the W or you take the L? You know, I don't care how ugly the game was. I'll take an ugly win over a beautiful loss any day of the week. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So, and like you were saying with the upcoming game against the Lakers, well, man, I can't. This is something, and it said to get out of the way because I need to go and make moves. I need to move the crowd. I would never in my days forget when LeBron came to the Garden and just disrespected the Knicks the way he did when he was flipping bottles, man. When he was flipping bottles like that. Like we were like peons. Granted, we weren't the greatest, but I mean, really, you can come in and do that. So every time we play, I look for us to bust their head to the white meat. You know what I'm saying? You know, bust their head to the white meat. That's this world thing, and I just want to keep it rolling. I think OG will be back tonight. I really think
might.
this, you know, late.
He might.
You know, hopefully,
Yeah.
but you know, they were holding out. You know, Lakers was holding out there. You know, I think LeBron set out the last game they played, or whatever, and things. But they're gonna come into this meat grinder called the Garden, and they're gonna see what's up. You know, I'm not gonna go. You know, like I said, we're gonna keep playing. And if we do drop, guess what? We went 10 straight. Then the next time we're gonna go about. We'll get another 10 straight win, and hit that 11, and just keep building up on these runs to keep pushing. That's all we're gonna do. So you know, it is what it is. I'm loving this team. I just want to say shout out to you, Ron. Hey, fellas, good seeing you again, Danny Landis, C. Lee.
Finger.
I'm gonna go and get up out of here. I'll be listening, but I gotta go on. Like I said,
Enjoy your
move the
day,
crowd and
Sofinger.
everything. And
I got a
C.
slice
Lee,
of Virginia ham for you, bro.
oh,
It's a
no,
Boston
bro,
salad.
I'm good, man. Hey, you keep that right there now, yeah. So,
You know what I'm talking about.
yeah, that's what I say. No, man.
Appreciate you, Soul Figure. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. And all right, and then
All right,
y'all be
man.
easy.
Shout out to my brother Bully.
Enjoy yourself, bro. Yeah, man. So I mean that's what's going on right now. That we in that situation. Shout out to my guys once again at Morning Brew Sports Network. What's good? Phil is in the building. Salute, Phil. I shouted y'all out earlier. I appreciate you guys as always.
That's
man.
my
Keep
friend of
doing
me.
what you're doing. Yeah, man. I love. But see, the good thing is like y'all Knicks fans who are passionate, but y'all have great takes and the point of view, and the dialogue is really good. You guys bring good takes out of each other, and I really like hearing you guys go back and forth, which is dope.
Oh, I love him. I love yo Phil. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. You never see me on screen. I love you, bro. I love you, Phil. Yeah, I want to give you a virtual hug. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you're going through some PTSD. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, baby. we've
Those
been there
guys are
before.
good.
I've been there, you know, and I love that show. You know what I'm saying? And I look forward to doing some work
Ron, I
with
gotta
y'all
go, bro.
soon.
All right, brother. Danny?
Corey, I'll talk to you, brother.
Appreciate
Ron,
you,
thank
bro.
you for having me on, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, later, guys.
Latest. And then there were two.
Hey.
So we here rocking. So yeah, man, I wanted to just really get into this game preview real quick. And then get up out of here, man, and look forward to tonight's game, man. These Knicks versus the Lakers. But I wanted to shout out Vaughn Allen. Thank you. He said, "Still Knicks fans, did you hear G Hill's story about that's Grant Hill about how he was giving MJ the business on the Space Jam set, and then the next day Mike went crazy on him?" No, I didn't hear about that. That's dope. I'll see if I check that out. I did not hear about that. That's pretty cool. Appreciate you. Do what Mega said, guys. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you as always. Paris said Sadiq is OG's pickup at overhead. He's also a fighter. He will protect Brunson literally. I don't doubt that. I can see that. Yeah, man, they've done some real stuff together. Lost the chat. Here, let me give you the link again, Dan. Here, I put it right back in there. You know what I mean? There you go. Pause for the youngins out there. Can't say anything these days. Let me see. Yeah, I think I got to everybody who was there. I didn't miss any super chats. I think I got everybody. G Money, I see you, brother. Appreciate you. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. Dan is back. See if he's loading in. Well, hopefully he's back. There he goes. He's coming back into the frame.
There we go.
Hey, there you go.
My battery died on me.
Nah, that's cool. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you being here and rocking, man. It's good to see you. Cully, look, you always welcome to pull up, brother. I don't know what it's Cully, like you got PTSD, bro. You be in the chat, like, yeah, you be saying stuff. I'm like, why you don't just come on the show? I don't know what's going on, Cully. Come on through, man. You always welcome. You know how it is. All right, so this is what we got here. Let me see something. It's better with 4. I'll keep it like it's different. I like it, but it's better with 4. And then this is that other one, but that's what we need. We got more. I'm working on it. Anyway, so this is the game preview, guys. Once again, if you're new and haven't really been familiar with this stuff, this basically just shows you how both teams have been doing, their averages and what they're used to getting game in and game out so far this season. Where are we at here? So the Lakers are averaging 116.1 points per game. The Knicks are at 115.2. Lakers are at 43 rebounds per game. The Knicks are at 46. We got a little edge there. At the points is like a wash. Both teams put up some decent amount of points. Assists. The Lakers are at 28 assists per game. The Knicks are at 24. They got the edge. 8 steals for the Lakers, 7.4 for the Knicks. That's a wash. 5.4 blocks for the Lakers, 4 for the Knicks. It's kind of a wash. It's a little better for the Lakers. 13.7 turnovers to 12.5. To me, that's a wash. It's just who plays better with the ball that given night. Field goal percentage. The Lakers are at 49% from the field, which is a little better than the Knicks at 46.8. 3-point percentage. Look at the Knicks, 37.1 to the Lakers 36.9. Now that's a wash, but it's a nice wash. The fact that we are 37% from 3 for a team, that's nice. And then free throw percentage, 76.9 for the Lakers and 78.4. We're a little better at free throws than that. I'm kind of surprised that the Lakers are shooting 76.9, but we'll take it. Points in the paint. Obviously, I expect the Lakers to be tougher here. 54.5 to the Knicks, 49.8. Second chance points, 10.2 for the Lakers, 16.7 for the Knicks. All that rebound that we do comes in handy. Fast break points, 17.7 for the Lakers to 14.9. They got the edge there. Got to keep them out of transition, slow down the game to fit our style of play. And that's one of the keys to our success. Slow down them, limit their transition, continue to rebound and dominate the boards and get those second chance opportunities because that's where we thrive. And be smart about our scoring. If we don't have the 3-point shot going, because if we shoot the way we shot versus Indiana, we're going to lose, right? So if the shot is going good, do what we do. If the shot ain't going good, we need to bring the ball to the paint area and get easy baskets in the paint and stop settling for threes. We took hella threes against Indiana. So we can't afford to do that against the Lakers. We will lose if we do that. What's your thoughts, guys? How you feeling about the Lakers, man? Let's start with you, Corey. What you think about tonight's game?
I want to say this. Knicks fans, we're going to send them boys back to the West Coast with a big black eye. Yo, all this talk, I'm tired of all this talk, especially when LeBron comes to the town. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I'm looking for OG to put them cuffs on him, send him down to Central Bookings. You know what I'm saying? Ship him all back to LA because he's about to be extradited for impersonating a superstar. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Inshallah. But with that said, though, I'm happy that we doing what we got to do. Just come out and play 100% all Knicks. We need everybody, all hands on deck. You know what I'm saying? Show up, show out. You know what I'm saying? Play beyond your expectations and do what you're supposed to do. And I'm done.
I like that. Dwayne Dennis says I'm back. Oh man, look at that. That's how you know I've been rocking for a minute. Dwayne Dennis was here. He left. He's back. I'm still here. Appreciate you. What up, Dan? What's your thoughts on tonight's game against these Lakers?
I think it's going to be a good game, but to me, the main thing, if you look, when I'm looking at this chart that you put up, if you look over to the right with the leaders of everything, there's only 2 players from the Lakers that are on there. I know we're missing Randle, but Anthony Davis and LeBron do everything. If we make LeBron beat us, we got the game. We have to make LeBron beat us. They're not as deep as us. So that's where we have to, go. Make LeBron beat us.
And one more thing. I expect, I have major expectations for Precious and Hartenstein, and God willing, OG show up, we're going to be all right. And I'm done.
I agree. And see, that's the thing. If we have them, tie up Anthony Davis, we'll be good. Because if you notice, like I said, nobody else on the Lakers is really doing anything. And D'Angelo Russell, he's kind of iffy. He's streaky. So, I'm not worried too much about him. He could get hot, but LeBron has to beat us. That's the only way.
Yeah, I agree with that. So I'm just taking a quick look at the injury report, which I can never really get things up to date. I don't ever know who's got the best injury report, but this one is like 2 hours ago. It says nothing. LeBron James is questionable for tonight. Anthony Davis is questionable. OG Anunoby is questionable. And Quentin Grimes is questionable. I don't know.
With that being
but
said,
something tells me LeBron is playing. I have a feeling LeBron is playing. Anthony Davis might play because his injury is the Achilles and his hip. So I don't know. LeBron is the ankle. I think he'll play. OG, I don't know what's up with that inflamed elbow. We'll see. But I think that if there was guys that I was iffy on, Grimes to me is not playing. And Anthony Davis is a possibility. But I think LeBron can play. And maybe OG might play, but I don't know, man. The way OG plays, I feel like if he's not close to 100%, I don't know what you're
keep him out.
getting, you know?
And if Anthony Davis doesn't play, I don't see no reason to force OG back. I really don't see no reason to force him back anyway. But if Anthony Davis doesn't play, then we'll be more than fine the way we're currently built to go ahead and go play.
Agreed. Let me see. Do I have let me take a quick look at the standings. Look at that Eastern Conference, guys. Is it unbelievable, man? Look at these Knicks. Look what we doing out here in these streets. Get out of here, Ed. Unbelievable. Look at this. Boston Celtics still number one. And let me tell you, Boston Celtics have lost one. They just lost their most recent game. But yeah, they always winning, man. They 8-2 in their last 10. Boston stay winning. They're a tough team. Milwaukee's lost their last 2. Obviously, the Knicks are the hottest team in the NBA right now, winners of their last 9. Cleveland has been playing really well. They're 9-1 in their last 10. Oh, I'm sorry. Boston actually lost the last game, so they're 7-3, not 8-2.
Well, Ron, look at the one thing too. If you look, they're only 5 wins ahead of us. We have 5 more losses, and 3 of those losses came when Jalen Brunson got hurt.
True. And we have not played Boston since we got OG. So there's a difference there, obviously. And then let's look at what the Lakers are at right now. The Lakers are 25-25, a 500 basketball team, 6-4 in their last 10. They won their last game. So that's what's going on. The 25-25 Lakers versus the 32-17 New York Knicks. It should we win? Technically, yes, but understand we don't have all our parts. We don't know what they got. But even if they just have LeBron tonight, I think we could still win. My concern is if we don't have OG and they've got LeBron and Anthony Davis. That's a little bit more worrisome.
That's going to be a problem.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I still think we can beat them. Anything can happen as long as we go out there and play. But it's just like you need all of your guys. When you're missing something, like when everybody was healthy, we was talking about adding another scorer to the bench. Now imagine no Julius, no Grimes, no OG. We saw what it looked like. It's tough. And you can only do that and get away with it so much. Like they had to give everything to beat the Pacers, and they did. And they didn't shoot good, and they still, grinded it out. But the Lakers is a different animal. They're a different team. And they're a little bit more battle tested. So it's just tougher.
Hey, can you look at the refs? Do we have Tony Brothers?
I don't even know. How do you do that? Let me see. I've never done that before. Let's see. Refs for Knicks versus Lakers. Let's see. What's today's date? The 3rd? February 3rd. Let me see if I can get that. I know other people be finding that out. I don't be knowing. Like Divine does a good job at that. He be finding out who the referees are. Look at this referee assignment. Okay, we've got James Capers, JB DeRosa, and Scott Wall. All right.
Cool.
I mean, I guess that's okay. I don't know. I don't know too much about the refs.
As long as it's not Tony's brothers, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Because he be doing us in.
There's definitely guys out there like that.
And I hope they ain't sensitive.
Yeah, we'll find. We're gonna find out.
Facts.
Yeah. I got you, Corey. I saw your message. So let me see. Where was I? Where's the chat at? Boom. Once again, thank you to everybody tuning in on Twitter or X. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody on Facebook as well. Appreciate y'all. I'm not streaming on Instagram today, but appreciate y'all as well. Thank y'all for supporting the show and coming over to YouTube to catch us over here. Shout out to Rafael Torres. Salute. What's good? Appreciate you. He said, question, what if our, and let me remove this. He said, "What if our Knicks traded for LeBron James before the trade deadline?" Well, then you'd have one unhappy Knicks fan in Ron from Still Knicks fans. But in the end, I would get over it, right? I would get over it, and I would work with whatever my team is because I'm a fan of the New York Knicks. I would not be happy, but it would be what it would be. You know what I mean? The man cave. And you know what? If anything, instead of me channeling my anger into them making the trade, I channel my anger and putting pressure on LeBron, saying, "Okay, you're here. We got to win. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We don't win. It's because of you." That's what I would be doing. It's not right, but it is what it is. I'm petty. Shout out to the man cave. Oh, wait, hold on. So I saw the old highlight of Scotty asking MJ for help on D with Grant Hill, who was abusing him. Yeah, that's funny. I saw that. Let's see. Okay. Vaughn Allen said, he was talking to Organic Fanatics, but he said he was watching a doc on MJ right now. Man, what I didn't know is MJ actually could facilitate and was a tremendous playmaker despite all his scoring prowess. Oh, yeah. No, MJ could do everything out on the court. He chose to score. He chose to be the guy and take all the shots that mattered. Yeah, that's who he was. Yeah, I think I got everybody. So, I mean, yeah, man. This is it, guys. This is what we got going on. This is the show. I appreciate you guys for being here and rocking with me. Thank you so much for supporting.
I appreciate you, Ron.
Hey, man. Thank you. Like
brother. I said, I stand on shoulders of giants.
You know what? We who are in this Knick community know how valuable and how important everybody is to the community, whether you're a content creator, whether you contribute, whether you are a fan in the chat, whatever your role is a part of this Knicks community, it all matters and all appreciated. And I know what drives me and helps me get up to do this show every week is the fact that I know I'm able to chop it up with guys like yourself, guys like Dan, guys like Soulfinger, Double A, Danny Landis, my guy Metz, DSJ. I appreciate everybody, Jay Boogie, you know what I mean? Like everybody who makes the situation, exciting for me and makes it fun to talk about our New York Knicks. And as I told as I told John, we were very fortunate. Like we decided to create this Knicks channel and start talking about the Knicks when the Knicks were still bad. Like they weren't good. There was no prospects on the horizon. And all of a sudden we created the channel. 6 months later, the Knicks have turned it around. We got a new front office. They got draft picks. It was just a perfect storm, and it was a beautiful time. So I'm really happy that we decided to do what we did, and I'm glad we're here.
It's just like anything else. Stock market, anything. The best time to buy is in the dip.
That's true. That's true. I wonder if I can copy and paste this. Let me see. Will it read? Yeah, I think it. Yeah, there you go. That's what it was again for you, Dan. You see
appreciate it?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, man. So I just really appreciate the time, man. It's been great. It's been really fun. Shout out to Paris Duggar. Thank you for the generous super chat. He said, worried about Lakers fans taking the Garden a bit. Nah, I know the Lakers fans are everywhere. Like you talk about Knicks fans, Lakers got their fans too. It is what it is. I mean, there's going to be some people that are here tonight to see LeBron.
My little brother's a Lakers fan, so
it
whatever.
Is what it is. It is.
And
what
I give
him,
and I give him the blues all the time.
But he'll never have the crowd in the Garden like Kobe did, so I'm not worried.
Yeah. I also want to shout out my guy. State is in the building. SNYK, the State of New York podcast. Appreciate you, my brother. First off, let me just say this real quick. State is a very passionate, very controversial Knicks fan. You know what I mean? But he stands on it. You talk about people standing on business. State stands on business. If he makes a take that you're not going to like, he rocks with that take, and he understands that he's going to take, and he's going to stand by that take all year. He don't stop. He don't deviate. So shout out to State for being that guy. Shout out to him for also not only doing his thing on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. But also having his YouTube channel now. He launched that recently. And bigger and better things for State, man. He's continued to work and grind. He's got his own merch that he promotes. Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate you. As always, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for rocking. But also, I've already gave my piece about it in the past on other shows. I haven't had a chance to do that here. And I don't want to continue to belabor it and keep bringing it up, State, because I know you're dealing with a lot. But I want to tell you once again, sincerely, my condolences to you. State recently lost his father. And I just want to continue to show my love and condolence to you and your family, brother. You are a strong person, a strong man. You represent him in your everyday life. He's always with you, and he lives through you and your actions. So keep making him proud. Keep doing what you do. Keep standing on business. Keep being you. State, love you, brother. So yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here and rocking. Let me get around to the guys for their final words so we can get up out of here. Dan, final words, my brother.
I was just gonna say, I appreciate it for everything, but we could all be, like you were saying about State, we could all be controversial. I saw Corey's face when I called RJ Barrett Rodney Hood 2.0. So
right.
So it's all good.
That's my nephew.
Hey, we all got our moments, and we all just gotta stand on what we believe in. But one thing we do believe in is in this team. So, we just keep moving forward, and just we're gonna see better things. That chip is coming.
Yeah, I agree. Corey, final words, my brother.
Number one, I want to say my condolences once again to State and his family. My heart goes out to you, and I know what it is to lose your father because I lost mine. So I understand that pain. With that said, though, in time, God will heal it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be everything that he wanted you to be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You just gotta hold. You know what I'm saying? Hold tight to the steering wheel and look forward to what it is. You know what I'm saying? But God bless and plenty of love from me and my family to you and yours.
Amen.
And for the night though, for my Knicks fans, regardless how it ends up, we still in a good situation. Let's let's get ready. Let's be proud. Let's represent. Let that garden rock tonight. I want to feel it all the way here in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And all I want to say is we're going to be okay and good and nothing much. But thanks, you know what I'm saying, Ryan? Once again, my brother.
Hey, man. Always, brother. Appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? There you go. That's what I was waiting for. Shout out to y'all, by the way. I put the link for State's show in the chat, and I pinned it. So if you want to support, State of New York's Knicks podcast, that's where you can find it. Click that link; it'll take you right to his page. But I knew he was gonna say. That's why I was waiting. I was like, he probably didn't hear it. He said, "Thank you guys. Oh, that RJ Barrett is Rodney Hood comment is insane." If you don't know, Dan, State is one of the biggest RJ Barrett fans, so I knew he was gonna say something about that.
Me and him both.
Yeah.
You know what? I liked RJ. He just wasn't for us, and I'm glad he's home doing what he's doing. I'm happy for him, but it just wasn't right for us.
Right. And you know what? I will say this though. Do I think RJ could have been fine here and could have played well with this current Knicks team? Yes. Do I believe though that one of these guys had to go? It had to be RJ or Julius. One of them eventually had to go. And I would have been okay with either one, to be honest with you. I mean, Julius is the better player. I know I'm not trying to say nothing about Julius, guys. What I'm telling you is for the Knicks to go forward and succeed, one of these dudes had to go because they're occupying the same space. They frequent the same areas. They're clogging the lanes for each other. So I just felt like one of them had to go. But it is what it is. I think they make the right choice because the point is we got OG. That's what matters to me right now. And so I want to say I thank you guys once again for being here and rocking with me. I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't know how much it means to me to have a show where I know that I've got so many fellow Knicks fans that think and feel the way I feel, that bleed that blue and orange, and just love what we have to be able to watch on a night in and night out, man. Let's go Knicks. Let's keep it going. Let's see what
Orange
we
and
can do
blue
against these
skies,
Lakers.
baby.
Let's get
Orange
it
and blue
done.
skies.
Yeah. You know what? I actually, Dan, just letting you know, I don't have that. I have to search for that and get that. So if I get it next time, I'll hit you up with it, because I've been looking forward to. I haven't spoken to him in a minute myself. Put that out there.
I got to talk to him for a minute because it's something that it was laid on my heart. I need to talk to him about.
I got you. I hear you, brother. I'll find out if I can find out. Next, maybe I'll have it for you next week when I do the show. If you're around, tune in at least just to get that. All right. So, I was going to say, I was going to mention to people, because I know there's some new people. If you're still here rocking with me, thank you. Please smash that like button. I appreciate all the love and support. We got 146 likes right now. Thank you for 148 likes. Appreciate you. We couldn't get to 200 today, even though we had over 200, but I know it's tough sometimes. People be in here and forget to hit that like button. And listen, maybe you didn't even like it. I don't know. But I appreciate you being here and rocking. But if you haven't already, hit that like button. It looks a little something like this. Thank you for all the love and showing support. Also, if you want to become a member, it looks a little something like this. Hit that join button. We've got the classes, orange and blue level, John Starks level, 90s Knicks level. You can do that on your page. Once again, it looks like that. I know it's a quick video, so I play it twice. It's orange and blue level, John Starks level, 90s Knicks level. It's up to you if that's something you want to do. You are always welcome to contribute to the show, whether it be super chats or if you want to donate through Cash App. Cash App is still Knicks fans, $ still Knicks fans. Appreciate the love. It support. It helps the channel. It helps me get to a point. At some point this year, I'm going to try to get some new equipment, guys. I'm happy with my setup, but my setup could always be better. And I want to take things to the next level, get myself a little mixer and something, get myself one of them new mics, them extra high quality. So you think my voice is deep now. Where do I get that new joint? You can be like, oh, woo, yeah. So, yeah, I'm working on it.
And Ron, you got my email there. Send me an email, and I'm going to send you an idea for some shirts you could put together for your show.
Oh, dope. That sounds great. All right. And hold on. Let me. I got it. Because I just got to make sure when I leave the show, I don't forget, because you lose all this stuff once you log out of here. Shout out to Stream Elements once again. Thank you for giving me that update. Thanks for subscribing, Babyface Lacosta. I think that's how that's said. Thank you. Appreciate you. And hopefully we'll catch you on future shows, man. Lou Boogie in the building. Okay, Lou Boogie, appreciate you. He says, how's Orange County John doing? I mean, I guess he's all right. You know how it is, man. He out there in them streets holding it down on the ones and twos. He was here in the chat earlier today. But he's good. He's good. If you want to catch him, check us out on Monday night. To my point, shout out Glamour Knicks. Thank you. Appreciate you. So if you guys are interested in catching more of Still Knicks fans and what we got going on, we are here on Saturdays. Know the Ledge at 11:30-ish. You know what I mean? I try to be on at 11:30, but sometimes I got some stuff to do. It takes me a little while longer. But
it's called CP time.
Know the Ledge. You know what I mean? Because once I be here, you see how I be rocking 3 hours and 40 minutes. Yeah, so it's tough.
I'm gonna get out of here, Ron. Corey, hey, God bless all of y'all. Hey, you be good.
Peace.
And again, like I said, we'll be praying for State's family. Just stay faithful. Everybody be safe out there.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you, my brother. Good to see you, man.
All right.
Pleasure meeting you.
So let me drop this down. Here we go. So this is it. To see more of Still Knicks fans, you know what I mean? Monday nights at 9 p.m. SKF Weekly with my brother John and my brother Jose. It's now, we have opened the show up, so now you can call in. We're taking phone calls on Monday nights at 9 p.m. as well as if you want to be a panel member, we're allowing you to do that. We'll take one panel member at a time. You could be up there for like 5 minutes or so, chopping it up with us. But yeah, we're opening it up. Usually our Monday show is just myself and John giving you guys our takes and our thoughts. We've already done that for about 4 years. Now it's time to open it up. We always have time to talk. So also Thursday nights at 8:30 p.m. for the NBA wrap up, right? So if you don't know, the show is split. So I need to update this. It's now we have the NBA wrap up. We'll go over and wrap up what's going on in the NBA, whatever's new, current events and all that good stuff. Usually on Thursdays at 8:30. And then around 9:20, I got the wrap up on the Front Stoop channel, which is Simeon Russell's second channel. Is Nothing But Knicks is his first channel, which is where we have the NBA wrap up. But the second channel, the Front Stoop, is where we have the wrap up show. That's around 9:20, usually on Thursday nights. But because the Knicks keep playing on Thursday nights, had to switch it to Friday for the meantime. So check us out, man. Maybe you'll see us again this Friday at 6 for the NBA wrap up, and then for the wrap up on the Front Stoop at 7 p.m. This Friday. So check us out. And then obviously you see Saturday at 11:30, Know the Ledge, which is where you're at right now. Thank you guys for tuning in and supporting. I can't tell you how much it matters to us. We appreciate it and showing your love for the show and what we got going on. Once again, thank you for rocking with us. All right, guys. So it's been a pleasure. As I say, tell a friend who tells another friend. Still Knicks fans, we'll be back again. Appreciate you.
Dude.
Continue to support the show. Continue to support everybody. Support my brother Corey, because the next time you see him will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the 718 boys. Him and my boy Boulevard Bully on the Blorange Tears network. So please show them some love and support. This Knick talk don't stop. The grind don't stop. Hopefully the winning don't stop either. Let's go. We out of here. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go. Yeah, we out of here. Thank you once again. Catch you on the next one.